Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Perfect timing, David. Incredible. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow. Perfect timing, David. Who's got the stream up? Oh, Chris. Welcome in, everyone, to our last episode on stream of the Minds game. We appreciate you being here with us tonight. A few logistical things out of the way. One, again, thank you for joining us. If you haven't already, please follow the channel. It is free. If you have the ability to, we would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to resubscribe if you Twitch Prime subscribed. Make sure that you join us on Thursday for our next episode of Mini Paint and Chill. We're thinking dragons. We still haven't really figured that out yet, but we will let you know as soon as possible on our socials. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and YouTube. Other than that, join us on Friday for Over the Kale Jaw Peaks at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for bearing with us this past week. We know we had a lot of blackout dates, but it was a holiday, so thank you for sticking through it. Hope you had a good Valentine's Day weekend, and I believe that's it. Tonight, I want to shout out Tanya DePass. If you don't know who they are or who she is, I will use they because I don't know their preferred pronouns off the top of my head. They are an amazing content creator that works with Rivals of Waterdeep and has their own channel called Cypher of Tyr. Please check them out. They are on our auto host list, so anytime if you would like to check them out, they may be on the channel hosting them. But they do a lot of D&D content, work very closely with Wizards of the Coast and individuals, so definitely check them out. But other than that, I don't think I have anything else. If anyone has anything else to say, feel free to before we start the game.
Oops.
Nay. Okay. Then without further ado.
Hey, Wheeler. They're switched.
David. Oh, they are. You're right.
Ben, log off the Zoom call and then come back in.
Why?
Because it'll reset your position on
You're in my
screen.
spot.
You're currently David.
Oh. Man.
I didn't even notice. All right. Bear with us for about 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just kidding. He's taking a second to get back in.
No.
And he's the one that needs
Do you have
the...
to allow him in?
What?
Do you have to allow him in?
I do, but he has to join first. I can't allow him in until he decides to get in on the... There he is. I was already prepared. Now we're right.
Oh, now
I
my
get it.
OCD doesn't kill me.
I get
Yeah.
it. You guys like David more than me. Okay.
Well, Ben, you're right next to me, so if anything, that's... we just pushed David over one.
It's just because I'm the oldest. It's fun.
All right. Without further ado, let's jump into this final episode. So, those of you who have been joining us, the avid adventuring group known as the Grapes of Wrath have been venturing on the behalf of one of their party members, Zinnia, the half-orc druid, who has some kind of blood curse that she has been trying to cure that has been ailing her family for generations and has started to ail her. Having 2 of the 3 necessary components for some kind of elixir that should heal this blood curse, they found their way into this seemingly housing place for this last ingredient known as the Halls of Bonbadir. Traveling through and meeting quite a few number of foes, mostly construct in nature along the way. They recently made battle with this creepy large statuesque like entity with a large sledgehammer and searched the throne room in which it had made its home, also retrieving some of the items that it kept on its bodice. Traveling down through a dungeon that was filled with decaying bodies, mostly bone, they found themselves going down a tunnel to wherever this weird draft of heat had been coming through throughout the entire halls as they traveled through. Moving forward even more and into the space, you all found that the source of the heat was, in fact, these large horse-like creatures with flame emitting from them, tied down in various locations, some kind of unholy stable beneath the once great halls that you have just trekked, as well as a few malnourished Pegasi off in the corner in one of these stalls, for some reason being held here. Also seeing this flower that you sought nearing the edge where there is a vast amount of angelic wings currently just decaying. Some kind of bloody table where some nightmarish work is being done, and an individual who, without looking at you, had a conversation and sat down at this table, stark, pale skin, white hair if there is any left, and finally looking at you as he asks you, or rather beckons you with, "Come, let's have a cup of tea." And that is where we pick up. As you all stand there, this individual, the small sounds of tea pouring from a kettle into a cup. He sits fairly nicely robed and just kind of sitting and picks it up and drinks slightly and gestures to the table.
I sit down and grab my cup of tea.
Okay.
I look back at everyone else like, what are you waiting for?
Can I do like a medicine check or something on the tea as I sit down?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a
To,
medicine
like,
check.
See if I trust. Oh my gosh, my dice table tray is backwards. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Wheeler, don't let me
Not in the
forget. I
right
need to buy
spot.
myself a dice tray this year. I don't have one yet.
I was going to get you one for Christmas, but I ran out of money very quickly because I bought my future wife a lot of things.
Hey, man. I know that feels. I bought my actual wife a lot of things.
24.
24, not bad.
Thank you.
This is tea. It smells very good. It is not poisonous.
Okay.
But it does give you this very, like, odd light feeling. Like,
Casting detect magic.
there is magic pretty much everywhere in this room.
I'm specifically looking at that tea.
The tea itself does give off a faint magical essence. It doesn't really have a school of magic attributed to it, though. You gather that it has something divine about it, though, being as what you did see, this individual was making this tea from the flower that currently grows along the wall.
Fair.
As it seems like I'm the only one who's actually sitting down with my cup of tea, I
I
raise
said
it up
I'm
and
sitting down.
I raise it up and sniff it, and I look at the guy and say, is this going to hurt me?
It shouldn't. It doesn't hurt me, and that's saying something.
I go to take a sip and then stop. I'll rise and I'm about to take a sip and lower it down again and say, is this going to curse my soul to damnation?
It hasn't done that to me yet, so I doubt it.
Do you have any sugar?
Fair. I take a sip.
Yes. And he just kind of like lifts his hand and you watch as like a little ramekin of sugar kind of makes its way over towards you. It's old.
Does it start pouring itself, or do I have to do it?
No, there's a tiny spoon in it. It sits there.
Okay.
So, it seems that you've come for some reason. Please do let me know. I've got a few of them ready, and he kind of points off towards the nightmares that are currently in their stalls. They're kind of restless, and you hear the normal sounds of a restless stable around you, as well as the faint whinnies.
Being in a stable full of demon horses has Fenris freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, you also are very uncomfortable, as is Kyron. There is a... You're not quite sure why you feel it, although it's not surprising that you do. There is some unholy perversion that sits in this place that makes you feel vastly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I take a sip of the tea.
The tea is delicious. It is very nice. Your mind, those of you who drink it, your mind feels a sense of clarity in it.
I may have put too much sugar in this.
Yours is very sweet. Do you drink some? Okay. Brian, do you drink some as well?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. As you drink some of the pain that you've been having subsides. And you feel, for the first time in months, normal. Just normal.
Definitely relax a little bit.
Um,
It's like, I mean, it's definitely not hurting. I mean, a little afraid of this guy still, but I mean, we're definitely in the right place.
Hey, Wheeler.
Mhm.
I would like to make an insight check. Does
Okay.
this creepy gray-haired man look similar to the busts that I was repeatedly slapping as we walked into this place?
That would be more of a perception check. If you would like to make one
Yeah, I
of
know,
those.
but I'm better at insight.
I'll say go ahead and make an insight
Yeah.
check. Because I'm assuming you also don't trust this individual, so.
Oh, not at all. 18.
18? It is not in any way, shape, or form the bust that you were slapping across the way. This is a very distinct individual, and all of you kind of recognize at the same time that this is the individual that you saw within the weird dreamscape run-through of the hag-like individual that you mind melded with. Only he looks healthier and somehow younger or more well kept.
I mean, we saw what Voldemort did in the first Harry Potter movie, trying to drink that unicorn blood.
Yeah. He also seems very with the 18, you sense a like sat back sense of arrogance. Almost as if he feels in control of some kind of situations going on. You're not sure why, but
So even though I already know the answer, I take another sip of the tea and look him dead in the eye and say, "So, is this your place? Are you Bombledom?"
this is my place, yes. This is where I do my work. And-
What is your work?
Well, you take one fine creature and turn it into another. Finer
But you're not
creature.
Brimbledom, then.
That is not how you would pronounce my name. Most individuals just call me Bell. At least ones I do business with.
That name sounds familiar.
Mm.
Are you from a little town, maybe a quiet village, where every day is like the one before?
You could say that, once upon a time.
God damn it, David.
Thank you, David.
So I'll ask again. What is it that you're here for? Unannounced, no appointment. Most have the at least wherewithal to send some message to me to let me know that they are here to purvey the goods. But you seem the adventuring sort. Probably here to kill me or some other vague attempt at heroics.
You're
I sort of-
surprisingly nonchalant for someone that thinks to be here to kill you.
The way you say that makes it seem like people have tried to come in here and kill you multiple times before.
Oh, most individuals have, and they end up either under my command in some way or another, or dead.
Well, neither of those things sound great to me. I like to think of myself as a pretty to the point kind of guy. Wheeler, you did say that the flowers are in this room, right?
Yes.
I look at him and say, so one of our friends here is dying, you could say, and we actually need one of those
Interesting.
flowers over there to help cure her.
Yeah, honestly, we didn't even know you were here. We were just tracking the flower.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that is not possible. You see, the flowers keep me in this state, and I'm not very willing to part with them. It takes quite a toll on the soul for them to grow in such a place. I'm sure you understand.
Wait, I'm sorry.
No, don't give me
There?
wrong.
There's multiples of these. Can't we just have one?
Yeah, we literally just need one for her to not die.
Well, I mean, I don't think we read the recipe specifically, but I'm pretty sure we only need one.
As you guys look past, there's maybe about 4 that are blooming right now. As I said, they are not part of this work I do. They are a byproduct, and I am in quite in need of them.
So am I.
Well, you have the unfortunate burden of being in some way, shape, or form mortal. Your death is but another step on the road of existence.
So you're telling me there's not a damn thing you'd be willing to trade for just one?
I doubt there's anything you could give me that I'd want.
That probably depends on what you want.
Try us.
Not many
We've been through a
things.
lot.
What I truly want is to be able to do my work. And I promise you, none of you can help me with that.
We can help keep people from interfering with you again. You give us a flower, we walk out of here, collapse the tunnel, no one finds you ever again. You do all the work you need.
No, collapsed tunnels do nothing. Are you too stupid to think that I've not already tried that?
Don't insult my stupid friend.
Kind
I
of
can
looks at you
promise you.
confusing.
Hey, he's our
I,
idiot.
Is that mic on? Because it's not. Everyone's really quiet.
Yeah, it's not
here.
picking up
Chris and Kimmy that well.
Chris and Kimmy.
That's the gain. Or that's the volume in the headphones.
Hey, does anybody hear this? Because if not,
Yeah,
that's...
no, not even
not
your
on.
ASMR whisperings are getting
Weird.
through.
How
me
am I
check
supposed to fall asleep without Chris ASMR?
I need it every night.
Try it
So-
again. Okay, have fun now.
Mm-mm.
No.
Give me 1 second.
So, I'll say it loudly so that you can hear me in Wheeler's mic. 'Cause it's
That
the
should
only one
fix
on.
it, though. You should be able to hear him now. Okay, how about now?
Oh,
there we
yes,
go.
there we go.
Okay.
Uh,
So I did
Oh.
find an ASMR version of the sea shanty, The Weller Man, the other day. And it basically sounds like it's being sung by Billie Eilish, but it's really good. I will say
can you
that
send me that link?
yes. I will
you.
say that as you guys sit there, Kyron and Ashter, you both get this like intense urge to action. There's something that's pushing you to stop whatever this individual is doing. And you're not sure what it is, but you can definitely feel a sense of. For both of you, it's different. For one of you, it's a perversion of life. For the other, it's a perversion of good. But you both feel this intense, like, I won't say hatred, but dislike for this individual in front of you.
I mean, that already happened.
I was about to say, Zinnia would like to add her intense hatred of this man right now.
I assumed.
Well, Belle, it seems that you're not really much in the mood for trading right now, which, I mean, clearly these flowers are very, very important to you.
They are.
So what? You keep alluding to the fact that you have sort of a hustle, a grift down here that you're holding on to. And these flowers, these aren't it because you don't want to sell them. So what is it that's going on down here?
Would you like a demonstration? I
My
can
heart
show
of
you.
hearts tells me no,
Sure.
but my idiot curiosity says yes.
This very, very
step back.
creepy smile creeps across his face as you say yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, an interested
Sure.
party. For a second, Zinnia and Brian, as that like kind of weird, creepy smile creeps across his face, the lights dim ever so slightly. And you watch as quicker than you would expect for such an old-looking individual, he gets up from the table and just kind of drifts off towards the corner stable where the malnourished winged horses are.
Does he float?
No, it's just
Damn.
Does he turn her back to us?
not fully. Like he
Mostly?
does like a quick swirling motion and then just kind of keeping you and you specifically like eyes almost on you as he's walking. He's not even paying attention
Are
to
you
what he's
pointing
doing.
towards- I can't tell who you're
Towards
pointing
Gideon.
To,
His
Oh.
eyes are like eye to eye with Gideon. And you can feel this like piercing creepiness as he walks over and just without like even looking at what he's doing, unlocks the door and you hear the most mournful and pained sound that you've ever heard before as he just reaches in and just kind of grabs something real quick and you watch as this like dark chain forms in his hand and he pulls very easily a extremely malnourished, you've read about them, all of you have, Pegasus, and without breaking eye contact slams the grate shut and walks over to the table, still keeping eye contact with you.
It's immersively creepy that you haven't broken eye contact with me yet. You gotta blink, my dude.
You start to hear the sound of something like metal scraping across metal. You see, what I do is something not many people know how to do, which is why I'm still in business. You watch as he yanks on the chain, and the creature is thrust onto this large table and just kind of is scattering against it.
Not the same table that we're at, right?
No. You guys are all
Other table.
around this table.
These are the other table, the big side table. Okay.
Still maintaining eye contact with you and is now kind of darting in between all of you. You see, the tea helps me maintain some semblance of sanity. I learned how to do this once upon a time, long ago. And the ideas never left me. You all seem to be in some way touched by something. And he kind of drifts off. And it just like pauses, stops talking for a second. And then kind of, without shaking his head or anything, just comes back to you. You've been there. I see it. In all of your eyes. You've seen the eternal flames of the 9 hells with your own.
Yeah, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend.
You watch as he like
Never again.
snaps his fingers, and the creature is like chained to the table and pulled taut. The sounds becoming more and more desperate.
Where am I in relation to Brian?
Across the table, I'd say. I'll put you guys. People on the stream won't be able to see us.
Footsie range or like?
Yeah, I'd say footsie range.
Brian, I am
next to Kyron, please.
I am trying to
I
nudge
want to be
you
next to Asher.
wordlessly without saying anything or looking at you, but just tapping my foot on you to try to get a point across. Do you understand?
Playing footsies.
Do you understand what the message I am trying to get to you is? What me to you specifically?
I'd like to. Can I make an insight check to try to figure that out?
Yeah. Make a charisma check.
Well, that's great.
A charisma check.
No, Brian,
while
you
this
make
is
an
going on,
insight
we
check.
are seriously-
Gideon's making a charisma check.
I'm gonna roll
As soon as the Pegasus gets chained down, I just instinctively reach my hand down and grab Kyron's hand and start squeezing it really tight.
That's a 22, my dude.
7.
7. You're picking up what he's laying down, but you're not quite sure what he's laying down. It's like you're generally uneasy in this situation right now because of the creepiness of it, because while he's staring at you directly, it's like one of those cardboard cutouts where no matter which way you move, it's like it's looking at all of you directly in the eye. And just not moving.
I just casually look back at Gideon and I'm like,
I'm gonna squeeze your hand right back.
You've got the stomach for this. You said yes. You seem like you might enjoy something like this. And you watch almost out of ethereal nothingness. This jagged dark blade appears in his hand. And he just looks at all of you because his eyes are not shifting. Don't blink or you'll miss it.
I can only picture like just absolute reverse cross.
Yes. Think that scene where Pennywise is like looking very fucking weird. Like it is very cross-eyed.
Does this motherfucker have like Steve Buscemi eyes?
No. Not that funny. Creepy, but not that funny.
Bill Skarsgård eyes.
But
Listen,
he looks at
if
you
you
all.
put Steve Buscemi's eyes on someone with a creepy face, they become creepy fucking eyes.
Also, apparently we have a bit of an echo.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that, unfortunately.
Is it a noise gate thing or a?
It might be. If they're not getting an echo, I think it's just me being picked up by the Yeti mic too.
Probably.
Regardless, he looks at you all and says, "Don't blink, or you might miss it." And then he just takes the large blade and shoves it right where the wing attaches to the body of this creature, and you hear this horrible ripping sound as the general screams of this creature are heard, but it is so pained, and it is such a perversion of nature that your body doesn't know how to process it. All of you make wisdom saving throws for me.
Does that include Rook?
No. I don't think Rook can be affected.
So another 24.
Okay.
Ah,
17.
5.
Oh my god.
17.
Why?
I don't know.
Kyron, you steal through this, and there begins to become an anger that sits and boils under your skin. You know
Oh,
these
no, it's already there.
creatures. You know what these creatures are, and you know what an evil person it would take to mutilate any one of these. The screams continue as he goes for the second wing, and you watch as he pulls them both off the body. The gore still dripping from them, and throws them in the pile. And the creature that is writhing on this table, that is all you can call it, reduced down to what it normally is, starts to darken and blacken. And you watch as he turns for a second and starts to say something over the top of it. Words you don't understand, and words that don't mean anything to you because you are
As soon as
upset. Before any
am I
of you
allowed
can
to
do
something when he
anything,
turns away. That's gonna be a no then.
before anything, all of you, not being used to the level of profanity in an action like this, are frightened to your core. You
Damn,
are
what would we have had to roll?
one more.
Oh, like 25?
No. Kyron is fine.
Ah,
The rest of you are not. As you
Damn.
are considered frightened
24, baby.
of this thing.
oh damn.
Kyron, you also notice that as this individual is doing this work, there seems to be a much larger shadow where his actual essence takes place. And you're not quite sure what that means, but you are furious. And as this incantation is complete, he turns back and he looks at you all. This is what I do. This is art. And you watch as the creature, unshackled from its restraints, begins to darken and smoke and turn to a wreathed in flame creature. For it gallops off and disappears from sight.
Oh, whoa.
They always come back after a while. He's now, like, without control, like, drooling out of the side of his mouth and just looking at you all wide-eyed.
Ewy.
And he focuses on you, Kyron. Does it anger you, child? Does it hurt to know that something so beautifully celestial in nature is dead? I know you're not
No.
afraid. I know you're fine. But you should be afraid. I'm gonna have all of you roll initiative for me now.
Uh-huh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mhm. Yep. I keep rolling 15s. I don't know what it is, but I've rolled 3 15s tonight.
Hey, that's not bad.
I also rolled
So that's
Naturally.
a 17.
19.
I also got
Ooh.
17.
Vampire music.
Wow, I rolled the lowest. I got a 13.
Whoa.
It's 16.
I like this vampire music. I feel like walk into Dracula's home.
I thought it'd be
Oh, technically,
Fitting.
technically we have disadvantage on that because that's an ability check.
yes. All of you who are frightened have
Fuck.
disadvantage on that,
Damn it.
Oh shit.
and I will now
shit.
also.
Hey,
mine
the
was
13 was higher.
Damn it! And because that was such a much better roll.
Great.
Whatever, I'll take it.
Um,
16.
Yeah, still 19.
Sorry,
Alright,
guys. I'm gonna start fighting this dude. I apologize, everybody.
Go for it. Fucking do it.
You ain't sorry.
Put this man to shreds.
I'm not sorry at all. No, I'm not.
I'm sorry
I
that
was-
the
I was
map
2
is
seconds
small.
away from just.
That's the best I can do at the moment.
That's already.
All right.
I'll just.
So now, can you please give me initiatives?
19.
19 for
17.
Gideon, 17 for Kyren,
Still
16.
13.
16. That's a low roll for you, Brian.
Yeah, I know. It's a disadvantage. I rolled a
That's true.
7, I think.
Ashter, what'd you get?
I rolled a 9.
13.
13. And Zinnia.
5.
Oof.
I went from 17.
Alrighty. So,
Ouch.
top of the
Jeez.
initiative order, Gideon.
Fuck.
Whatever you just saw has freaked you out to the point where you are shaking. Brian, you're also shaking, but you feel Gideon's toe tapping on your leg because he's so afraid. What do you do?
Well, I'm also exhausted, but frightened basically does the same thing that my exhaustion does.
Yes, you also cannot move any closer to the creature, and any attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yeah. Fuck. I cast Blink.
Okay. You cast Blink?
As I zippity doo dah out of there, Rook knows just to
plane do you step onto?
ethereal. It has to be ethereal.
Okay. Good to know.
It's literally just putting on the ring of invisibility.
Yes, from Lord of the Rings,
for Lord
correct.
of the Rings, yeah.
As you cast Blink, and you do just automatically go the first
Yeah.
time, right? Okay. As you go,
Well, it's at the end of my turn. I have to do the thing, which rolling a d20, I got a 14. So yes, I do.
okay. There's a few things that you see
Oh,
as you
fuck.
step onto the ethereal
Fuck all the
plane.
way off.
There's about a dozen more of these horses that are just kind of roaming around the general area that immediately all kind of stop and look your direction as you kind of pop in. You also notice behind you where this creature was standing,
Mm-hmm.
you see the outline of this individual, and you also see an outline of a much larger entity of some kind, almost surrounding his entity on the plane. You're not quite sure what that means because you are super fucking afraid. That being said, are you doing anything else with your turn?
Well, I can't move towards him. It's at the end of my turn that I blink, so I have not moved since then.
Okay.
So I don't have any more movement left because my turn is already over by the time I blink.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me to see if you can break the
Ooh.
fear. You all kind of watch as Gideon literally just like
19?
shaking, stutters an incantation, and then just disappears. You do break the fear. whatever it is, you're breaking it, and you're like, I like horses. These are scary horses, but I think I'll be okay. And you realize that you have a job to do. You have a friend to save, and you can't be scared right now. So you break the fear, but that is the end of your turn.
Yep.
So
Rook doesn't do anything. He takes the dodge action.
okay, Rook takes the dodge action. Next in line is Kyron. You are currently at the end of the table and closest to this individual. You're only about 15 feet, 20 feet away from him.
Yeah, can you put my thing back where I was so I know where I started?
Cool. I'm conflicted because I want to do two things, but I feel like I'd act out of anger first and then I'd be smart. So I'm going to just blight him at 4th level first.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna guiding bolt.
Okay. What level?
4th, same level.
Okay. You watch as you take your holy symbol and you thrust it out, and you like hold it in and sense all your anger and push it out towards him. As you release it, he kind of puts his hands up and just wafts it away. And he goes,
Okay.
No, no, no. She's not getting in the way this time. You moving?
Yeah, where am I?
You are at the edge of the table.
Do we want to move the camera like onto the end of the thing and just have it facing it straight?
You
Is
can.
The camera's like literally over half of it is just the empty space there. You could probably even move it closer if you wanted.
Oh.
I think that's good.
The
Though.
issue is, it's just that it has to do with the rest of the map, which should probably be used. 1 second, everyone. Sorry about this.
Yeah, there we go.
That should stay.
Can you
are
point
at
to
the
me?
end of the table.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Fucking shit balls ass. I'm going to sorry, I just said that on stream. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm going to I forgot I wasn't muted. Okay, I'm going to pull out my axe.
Okay.
I'm gonna squeeze Asher's hand one last time before I let it go. I'm gonna kind of like throw his hand down because he's like holding
Yeah,
it really
he's,
tight
like,
and I need
holding
it. So
on
I'm
to
gonna
you
like
out of
really
fear.
like whack it. Yeah. And I'm gonna pull out my axe and I'm just gonna I just use my action. So I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna like start walking towards him, but I'm not gonna go the whole distance because I can't actually attack him this round.
Okay, so 15 feet or 10 feet?
Because he wasted my action. Just go 10.
10? Okay. All right, that is the end of your turn. Next in
Yeah.
the initiative round is Brian.
Sorry, muted. I'm first off, I'm terrified, so I'm
Yes.
going to just snap my fingers, invisible.
I like how the initial reaction for most of you is like, we're gonna peace out of here. All right, you go invisible.
Based on where I am, is there any way for me to get close? Would I have to move closer to the guy to get me closer to the flower?
Yes.
Shit. Then I'm going to
What was that?
There's a place I can hide behind, or a building or something, or a piece of that fence. I don't know. I'm gonna
There's
try
an
to
Open
run
room.
away.
Okay, you are just gonna run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an open room, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
You run away. Invisibly.
Yes.
Bonus action, you doing anything?
Bonus action. Bonus action. I'm gonna save my inspirations for now in case I need them later.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do anything right now. No.
Okay.
I'm too scared to think straight.
At the end of your turn, it is his turn. Aster, what's your dex modifier?
+1.
Okay, so he will actually go first. Let's see. What would he do? Oh, also, Brian, you can go ahead and roll Wisdom save to try and break the fear at the end of your turn.
Right. Wisdom saving throw. That's 13.
That's not enough. You are still unfortunately afraid of this creature. Or this individual, I should
Didn't
say.
think so. Yeah.
He is going to walk over this way, kind of at the head of the table, and go, more flesh for feeding. And he kind of reaches out his hand and just releases this torrent of cold energy towards all of you. Brian, you're not fine. Yeah, even Brian still. So everyone except Gideon needs to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I'm not technically within 30 feet of anyone, am I?
No, you're on another plane of existence.
Just wanted to make sure.
That's a 22.
That's 20, baby.
Okay.
18.
18. And what did you roll for your save on the fear, Brian?
I rolled a 13 for my save.
Oh,
on
yeah,
fear,
so you're
which you
still
said
afraid.
failed.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so... Sorry, I gotta get... one more time on the saving throws for what I just rolled. Please and thank you.
22.
22. Okay, you
18.
succeed.
Nat 20, 22 total.
Fail, succeed. And Rook and Fenris technically have to make this too.
Rook fails.
Okay.
Fenris fails.
Okay. This isn't Dex, so it doesn't count towards evasion.
Is this where Rook goes down in one hit? I hope not.
Zinnia, Fenris, and Rook take 31 points of cold damage. The rest of you take 15. As this blast of cold energy just cascades down the table and through this room from this individual. However, that is the
31.
end. 31 for those who didn't succeed. So everyone except
Wheeler,
three
can
of
you
you.
pull Ben's camera up? It's literally just the top of his head. It's like...
It wasn't him, it was me. I'm slouching in my chair.
Yeah, I tried to pull it up last week and I was like, oh, I can't do it anymore. He's just slouching.
you just look like Matt whenever they switch from
Oh yeah, just like the hey
one camera
guys.
to another, and it's just like just switch of his head.
Don't have a glass in there. All right, that is the end of his turn. Next up is Ashter. You are currently afraid. Zinnia, you're on deck.
Wait, what was the half damage? I didn't get that from me.
You took 15. Anyone who succeeded still took 15 damage.
Cool. Because I'm still afraid and can't move close to this fucker, I am going to, in one sort of movement, bend down and clutch my holy symbol in my left hand and say a little prayer that goes something like, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck, please don't let us die in here. And I'm going to cast Bless into Divine Sense, which is my bonus action and then action.
Okay. Bonus action.
I'm going to Bless. Bless is the bonus action. Oh, no, wait, Bless is an action.
Yeah.
Ah, never mind. All right. Well, then Bless is an action. And I'm going to bless me, Zinnia, and Kyron, because those are the only 3 people I can see right now.
All right. Remember which color blessed is. Blessed. 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 All right, so that's your
And
action.
then I'm going to second wind.
Thank you,
I'm
thank you.
going to second wind myself.
All right.
I'm going to break wind.
Oh,
Okay.
don't
It's a
do
5
that.
plus 8, 13.
13 points back to you. Bonus action, you're doing anything. In movement, you're doing anything. You're not on Fenris right now.
I'm going to mount up on my boy.
Mount up on your boy.
And as I'm mounting up, in the cages around us,
Mhm.
how many Pegasi and how many of the Ghost Rider horses are there?
There are currently 2 Pegasi left that are looking very malnourished that you saw earlier. And from what you can tell, there are about 3 caged fire nightmares.
Ghost Rider horses.
Yes, Ghost Rider horses.
Thank you. I can't move. I see there's one in front of us to this bad guy's right, but I can't move close to that, right?
You can't move closer to him. You can move closer to that creature if you want.
To the Pegasus?
Yeah, or not the Pegasus because it is close to him. I thought you were talking about the one that's directly to the right, the nightmare.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll move a little closer. Actually, where's the other Pegasus? Is it like behind us?
No, it's right to the right of the guy that you're fighting. It's where the wings are.
Okay.
I don't have a
Um,
Pegasus minion.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna move just next to the cage where the Ghost Rider horse is next to
Okay.
me.
But I do have nightmares. Thanks, Chris and Mini Paint and Chill.
Got a couple of them.
And then I'm gonna end my turn and roll. What is it?
Roll wisdom.
Is it a?
And you
But
would
I'm
be able to add
blessed
bless to
now.
this, yeah.
Oh, that one's gonna do it. That's gonna be a 21 total.
Yeah, so you also have this moment, and you hear this like voice speak back to you as you say "holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck" into the holy symbol, and it's a male voice, and he goes,
Oh.
"That's not my name, and you're speaking into the wrong symbol." And you kind of feel this like warmth on your chest as your specific amulet has this faint blue flame glow around it. And then kind of dissipates. And you're kind of left in a weird moment where you're like, and with that confusion, you break the fear because you're like, what?
Well, that was new. Okay.
So yeah.
Yep, that's it. That's
That's
gonna do it.
the
gonna
end of
do
your
it for me.
turn. Zinnia, you are afraid.
Yes. She's so mad. She can't really see straight. And so she casts Investiture of Flame and just engulfs herself.
Okay. You are on fire. No,
Ooh, what spell is that?
Investiture of Flame.
There's one for each element, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Remind me what it
That
does.
sounds like a cool
It
thing.
says flames race across your body. It gives off light, but also I'm immune to fire damage and resistant to cold. Any creature that moves within 5 feet of me takes 1d fire damage. And then I can shoot off fire.
That's pretty dope.
So
That is a 6th level spell, though, if I remember correctly. That's still pretty cool.
It lasts 10 minutes though, so I figure.
Yeah, go for it. Is that's your action?
Yeah.
Are you gonna move, or are you just staying there?
I'm gonna move kind of closer to. I'm gonna move over here.
You can't move closer to the guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my same radius, but like kind of keep a.
That's fair.
Get a
I will
direct
allow
line.
the radial. It's a good use of that. Okay, and then at the end of your turn, you can attempt to break the fear.
And you're blessed.
Oh, and you're blessed. Go ahead and roll the d4. I don't know if it'll help at all, but
Ooh, so that's what? Wisdom?
18.
18 is just what you needed.
She rolled 4 on the.
So you have a moment where you rip this basically like planar tear, and you watch as the flames just engulf you, and through those flames, you feel the clarity of that mind. And as you kind of look at yourself and look down at your hands, you realize you have something that you have to do, and you immediately break the fear. That is the end of your turn. At the top of the round, roll something real quick. Oh, I pick. Okay.
Does the music keep like fading
No.
in and like very much back out?
It keeps going out because it's not on a loop for some reason. I have to keep playing it. That's why.
Weird.
But it's okay.
It's just not a very long song.
That is
Yeah.
weird.
So at the, let's see. Yeah, you know what? Going over. As you guys are sitting there, you start to smell. Those of you who are in this room, you start
Not
to
me.
you start to smell very heavy smoke, and you start to cough as the entire room fills with dark smoke that billows out from the pens of these creatures and kind of from unspoken places. For the rest of the round, all weapon attacks and all spell attacks have disadvantage. And it covers basically, Brian, you're technically right on the edge of it. You can see the edge of the hallway, but this entire area is just littered with dark, black, heavy smoke that causes you to cough, and it's very hard for all of this. That's the Layer's turn. Gideon.
I pop back into the existence.
Just in time, too, as about 6 of these horses start galloping after you and like are about to slam into you, and you're like, nope, and you blink
So,
out of existence.
I bamf 10 feet forwards.
This way.
Yes. As the room starts filling up with smoke, inhale deeply through my ventilating lungs and gust of wind. That's my 1 per day. And I am actually going to concentrate on it and continue like blowing because it does last up to 1 minute. It's
Okay,
not a
so
one
yeah,
minute.
so as long as you're concentrating on that, the room kind of clears a little bit. It is on the edges where the creatures are,
Yeah.
still billowing out, but you're keeping it at bay.
I
And-
am pushing it towards him, and in effect Kyron. So
Okay.
he has both Kyron and Dude have to make a strength save or be pushed 15 feet away.
Okay. Is that at disadvantage?
What's your...
No.
No, you wouldn't be at disadvantage because you're not frightened.
Okay.
You also have Bless.
Yes, yes.
What's your save?
Oh, thank you for
some
reminding
reason,
me.
this
Wow.
one-
Love how I
This one says it's
Forgot.
a save of 15, but my spell save is normally a 17.
Okay. It may be because it's coming from the ventilating lungs,
Maybe. Let me see.
because it is based
That's
off
an-
of the magic item.
that's in
Yeah, it's from the
18.
lungs, so it's 15.
What'd you roll?
18.
Oh, yeah, he rolled a 16.
Fucking.
He kind of battens down, looking at the both of you, and he goes, "That's not very nice."
My breath smells
Well,
like
you're
tea.
not very nice.
And then he goes, but your breath does smell quite good. The tea does wonders.
Bonus action. Rook is going to fire catapult that motherfucker.
Okay. That
Second
is-
level. You need to make a dex save. That one is a 17.
Yeah, that one is a 17. Fails.
Fuck yeah. Look at that. 48, boy. Oh, these are garbage. Oh my god, they're the worst. 12.
12. Okay. He gets pelted and he's like, oh, your dog is annoying.
I can't respond because I'm blowing air.
Yeah.
Movement, I am going to
Kyron, you're on deck, by the way.
strafe this way,
Mhm.
continuing. Yeah, continuing to blow toward him. But I will get like up to him because I know what I'm doing next.
You taking blink off?
I have to dismiss it as an action, so no. We will see if I blink away. And I don't.
Okay, good. Because if you did, that gust of wind would do nothing.
I mean, it would stop, but
Yeah, it would, but it would basically negate the effect that I was trying to do. So that's your movement. That's your bonus action. Are you going to move Rook anywhere, or is he just going to stay there?
well, he will stay next to. Actually, he'll move forward on the far side of the table, the opposite of me. He can get 40 feet, so I think he can get to him as well.
Hey, are you naked? Okay, good. I'm letting our dog out.
Yeah, he's right.
Cool. That's it.
All right, the end of your turn. Kyron, you are up.
Cool. Sorry, I'm just double checking one thing before I decide on what I'm going to do here.
Okay.
I realized I prepared a spell that I actually can't use because I don't have the components. That sucks balls. I'm going to cast Holy Weapon on my axe.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes.
Um,
And since he's literally what?
he's going to counterspell that.
That's fucking rude.
Again, as I said, she is not messing with this. You see him kind of flare up for a bit in a
Okay.
very weird way.
Well, you're a fucking dick then.
So I've been told.
That was not in character voice. Thank you, Wheeler.
If you don't want it in character voice,
fine.
also so I've been told.
Make an accent. Make it easier to tell.
I can't
Soundscape.
do anything
Soundscape.
then because he just fucking wasted my. I'm gonna hit him. That
They
was
do,
my
it
bonus
usually does,
action.
but
I'm
it's not
just
doing
gonna
this.
hit him with my axe.
Can you do that as a bonus action?
And I know I'm at disadvantage.
Oh, you.
Yes,
can.
it was a bonus action. The spell is a bonus
Yep.
action.
My bad. Go ahead.
So, that was a 16 plus at disadvantage plus a 1 plus a. I am not on the right page.
Why would you have disadvantage?
Okay, bless.
There's smoke. You said there was
Not
smoke
with-
everywhere.
no,
and
not
everybody
with-
who attacked
Not
had
with Gideon
disadvantage.
blowing his air through.
Oh, okay. Well, then that would be a. Hold on. I'm going to take the higher roll. So that would be. That's a 23 to hit.
I can
bitch.
tell you, even with the lower roll, you still would have hit. While being very powerful in the arcane, as you can tell, you would know most mages do not have very good defenses. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Cool. Sorry, I'm double checking my stuffs. 13 points of damage.
Nice. How much of that is
and
cold?
I'm angry about it. 7.
Okay.
No, yes, 7. Sorry, I forgot which dice was which.
All right.
I'm gonna be angry for the next round
The world explodes. Ah.
We all die.
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up so I can see it fall.
All
So
right.
It was great. It was
Are you gonna move it all?
so funny. Yeah, I guess I'll back up a bit.
Okay. This way. He does not have a reaction because he counterspelled. That is the end of your turn, though. Brian, you are up. You are still afraid.
All right. Still terrified. I'm. Let's see.
There it is.
Sorry, it's a little tricky to see exactly where I am. Am I the one in the closest
Yep, there
to
it is.
the camera right now?
Yes.
You're in the way back, bud.
Yeah, you are the farthest away from
Okay.
the action. Sounds like
right.
the
Still
last
can't get closer to him.
Ocarina of Time. Yeah, you kind of screwed yourself over. You can't move any closer.
Yeah, I kind of realized, like, wait, hold on. But fortunately, good old Pew Pew's got a range of 120 feet.
Yep. You can Eldritch Blast if you'd like. It's all of them are at disadvantage,
So
but
I'm going to skedaddle as far as I can to the right, or my right,
you're right.
so that I'm coming from a different vantage point.
Okay.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna pew pew pew.
All right, roll me those attacks at disadvantage.
Yup. Eldritch Blast number 1. Well, that's gonna miss. That's an 11.
Yep, that misses.
Eldritch Blast number 2 is a 22.
That'll hit.
And Eldritch Blast number 3 is a 15.
15 just hits. So
Yes,
two of them hit.
okay.
The first one
So,
arcs off and he kind of just bats it away with his hand as he's kind of trying to see where it came from. And the second one comes out and he pinpoints it, but it still hits him. And not knowing if you moved or not, he's still looking around and he's like, "Where are you?" And the third one hits him.
that's exactly why I fucking moved. Okay, so first one does 13 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, next one does 14 damage. Good, Eldritch Blasts.
Hell yeah.
Good, pew pew.
He takes the hits. The robes kind of tatter a bit, and he's just kind of looking at you, and you see the anger start to well up inside of him. You've got his attention. Also, can you roll a concentration check? I forgot for you to roll it last time. You should be fine. You only have to beat a 10.
A concentration check?
Yes, because he hit you with Cone of Cold after you turned invisible. Which
Oh,
actually
right.
you attacked, so you wouldn't be
Oh.
invisible.
Yeah. Either way, I rolled a 7, so
Yeah, so you are no longer invisible.
yeah.
All
I knew that. I knew that coming into that.
All right. It is his turn now. Ashter, you are on deck.
Okay, so
Whoa, 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 whoa! I got a
you
bonus
action? That's right. Sorry, my bad.
I'm going to, let's see, 60 feet. That's Fenris. That's Astra over there by Fenris, right?
Yes.
Who else would it be?
I don't
Zinnia?
know. Zinnia's been on Fenris. Cut me some slack. I'm going to inspire Ashter.
Okay.
It's fine.
Just like partially panicked. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him!
All right, and now you can roll to break the fear with bless.
No, he's not blessed.
Oh, that's right. You're not blessed. Never mind. Just straight up.
Fucking 9.
You are still frightened.
You're just outside of
It's
30 feet of me,
invisible,
so
you
I
don't
can't
get
do any
blessed.
stuff to it.
I didn't put frightened. You guys. I just thought that you guys would get out of it. All right, so now at the end of your turn, it is his turn. He kind of grins at you. Let me make sure this will work, actually. Yeah. Oh, actually, let me think how this would work. You know what? Yeah, screw it. You watch as he looks at you, and he's about to like finish an incantation about something, and then you see he's like thinking about it as the wind is blowing past him. He goes, "Fine." Looks at all of you and just kind of sinks into himself, and there's this wave of energy that like smashes out from him, and all of you feel it. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw for me. As you feel this wave of necrotic energy just burst forth from him and encompass this entire room.
Using luck. That's much
That's
better.
a 21.
5. Oh, good boy.
That's one usage of luck down, but that is a unnatural 20 overall.
Okay, success.
Oh yeah, I used my right of
Don't forget, if you're blessed, you're blessed.
Oh, I
Rook and I
didn't
both
even
got
roll my
sixes.
bless.
Just too close to ground zero, I guess.
The 23.
That's up to an 18.
18, success. Fenris, Ashter,
21 for Fenris, 26 for me.
success, still half damage. And then
Hey, Tina.
Brian, what did you roll?
So yeah, 23.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, so everyone succeeded except the two closest to ground zero.
Yep.
Ooh.
As long as I take less than 28 damage, I maintain concentration.
You and Rook both take 37 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, I'm no longer blowing.
The rest of you take 18. Kyron, you take 9. Because you are resistant to necrotic.
Okay, cool.
Also, Rook is down.
Yes.
Fenris is gone.
Yeah. Fenris
Oh,
disappears.
poor Fenris. Bye, Fenris. Bye, baby. You tried so hard.
You fall, but don't land on your ass. Also, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Ashter, for
Are you
concentration on
Constitution?
Bless,
Yeah, you gotta roll con save.
and you as well.
What's my save?
You have to roll above a 10 on a
Is it
con.
10?
Yeah,
10 or half the damage, whichever is higher.
10.
It's a nat 20.
You're fine.
Yeah. I didn't roll a nat 1, so I made it.
Okay, so you both are fine. Bless and investiture is still up. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
My flanks.
mhm, Yep. mhm.
Yes.
Totally.
mhm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yep. So that happens. It just bursts out. You
Do
said
we,
Rook.
do we get knocked away or anything? Yeah, Rook
No.
is down.
Rook is.
Oh, Rook.
He turns towards you, and just circles around you back into this corner. He does
Uh-oh.
look at you, Kyron, very, very interestingly. Like there's something that caught his eye, and it's making him slightly uneasy.
Uh-huh.
Also
Cool,
intrigued.
Cool.
But at the end of his turn, it is now Ashter's turn with Zinnia on deck.
Can I reach him with 30 movement?
With your 30 movement, I don't think you can. 10, 15, 20, 30. That's as far as you can get. And any way you put it, Gideon is in the way of a line. Unless you want to there, and then he's...
Can I
40 feet from you.
get to the cage with the Pegasus in it?
Just you can get basically right up to the edge of it. Yes, like not right in front of the cage, but you are right to the edge.
Am I at where the locking mechanism is?
Yes.
I'm gonna open the cage.
You attempt to, and it is locked.
Okay, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I'm just gonna give it 2 hearty swings.
All right.
15.
15 misses, unfortunately.
It's a cage.
Yeah, it's a cage of like heavy iron bars.
Man. All right, how about a 22?
22 will hit. Go and roll your damage.
Max damage, 16.
16. You do put a heavy slice into the bar itself. It is not fully undone, but you have definitely done a decent amount of damage to it. With the magical nature of the axe and just your raw strength, you do manage to cut a decent chunk into it, and you watch as the Pegasi inside are starting to get kind of, with all the strength that they can muster at the moment, they are getting to a point where they are understanding that you're here to help. They definitely seem apprehensive, but with the attack on the gate, they seem to ease slightly.
Let me see if I want to do a bonus action. Do I have any movement left?
No, you used all your movement.
Okay, that's the end of my turn then.
Okay, you move up and you attack a gate. That's the end of your turn. Zinnia, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I have a direct
You do.
line of sight, and I'm gonna. I think I have to move up. It's nice to be 15 feet.
Oh yeah, you have to move.
But I'm gonna shoot flames out at this man.
Okay.
And he just has to make a dex save.
Okay. As you walk up to him, he's like, "Hello, sick child." And you just shoot flame at him. He's like, ah. That is a 21.
Okay. He saves, but he still takes. Hold on. Can you do math for me? Wait, hold on.
Yep.
He still takes 12 damage.
12. Not bad. The robes start to kind of burn away, and you can sense that there's a part of him as the flesh also kind of starts to harden and blacken. He looks fine, but whatever shell you think this might be is starting to crack. That is the end of your turn. At the top of the round,
Oh.
Grumble.
the entire chamber begins to shake as the hoofbeats of the creatures on the inside the stable, as well as ones that you can't see, shakes the entire room. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
You have bless.
Use.
16.
20 total.
Oh,
22.
that's maybe not going to be good enough. 15.
19.
22.
22. Okay. All of you succeed and are not knocked prone as the trembling kind of takes you off foot for a second. And Ashter, luckily your normal ability to be mounted, you kind of stable yourself at the last second and kind of take it. However, the entirety of this area is now difficult terrain, as there are pieces of clattered stone and rock that just litter the entire floor. That's the lair action. Gideon, you're up.
Okay.
Rook is currently down in front of you, and this guy kind of shifted behind you.
Yep. action, I'm going to use my spell refueling ring, get myself a 3rd level spell slot back.
Go for it.
That's my 1 per day. And
Kyron, you're on deck.
bonus action.
Mhm.
Nothing. I'm not moving.
Get your 3rd level spell slot back. Do you blink?
Let's find out. I do.
Goodbye. Also, the smoke is dissipated. There is no smoke.
Cool.
You watch as you turn around and look at him, and he's just grinning at you, and then there's like this weird expression on his face as you just disappear. However, that large shadow that was in the ethereal plane that you are now in is still there and starting to crack in places. You're not sure what that means. Also, pretty much every horse that you saw prior is still there and is now looking at you again. They were all like walking around and trying to smell you. There are a couple close to you, but we'll get to that. Kyron, it is your turn. With Brian on deck.
That's a good knock the fuck out in the ethereal plane.
I'm gonna try something.
All right, go
It's
for
not
it.
gonna work because it worked last time, and it's not gonna work this time. But I'm going to try divine intervention.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the percentage die first,
Yeah, you've done
and
that.
the other one.
Okay.
And so if the thingy doesn't work the first time, then I'm just not gonna even like go for the second one because it doesn't matter. Okay. I'm so scared. Okay. My heart's beating so fast. I just rolled a 10. I'm gonna take a picture. Do you want a picture? I'm gonna take a picture.
Yeah, send a picture to the group.
Are you ready? Okay. Here's my big old 10. My pretty little green. Oh, wow. That's such a bad picture.
All I need to see is the 1-0.
It's not going to work because I still have to roll the other one.
Pretty sure that's an
Hold
O.
on.
Nice try.
You haven't even seen the picture yet. Okay.
Wait, why do you have to roll a 10?
You have to roll a 10 or a 00.
Oh, I have to roll. Yes.
You would have to roll a 0 or a 1 on this die.
A 0 or a 1.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. Okay, let's do it, right? Let's, if I can do it. Nope, it's a 15.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, the anger that boils within you, you feel that anger seep through some plane of existence into your body. And as you kind of feel yourself being like drastically increased in energy, and this divine essence of the shadow around you is being pulled into you, you watch as, rather than watch actually, you hear as this ripping sound comes from somewhere out of view, and the entity in front of you is now sweating, and he goes, "I told you, she's not coming to help." And as that happens, he kind of bolsters up to a much larger creature for a second, and then kind of comes back down, breathing heavily and sweating.
Can I ask in my turn, how do you know her?
As it kind of dies back down, just in a quick interaction, "I think you already know." And then he turns away. Bonus action movement?
Well, that's my turn because I can't do anything else.
You want to move?
Yeah, I'll. Where am I?
Every time.
Zing.
You say you're going to move or just stay there?
Where am I?
Oh, you are currently blessed right here across the table, about 30 feet away from me.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna move up, like around the table, but I'm not gonna go like stand directly in front of him.
Okay, you're right next to
Yeah.
You're all kind of cornering him in the corner now.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. The end of your turn, Brian, you're up. Still afraid.
Still terrified. Let's see. I'm
still
gonna.
terrified of this fucking guy.
Let's see. I'm kind of out of options right now aside from pew pew pew, so I'm gonna pew pew pew.
All right, disadvantage for me.
Pew 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 number 1.
Pew pew pew.
Aw,
number 1.
damn it. Aw,
Oh,
damn
it's-
it!
Oh, were they
It
both close
hits.
to crits?
But it would have been a crit. So
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
27 for the first one.
That'll hit.
No, fuck it. I'm using a second luck point on this one.
Okay.
It's a game, folks. It's a 23 for the second one.
That'll hit.
And for the third one, it's a 19.
That'll also hit. All 3 hit.
Yeah! Pew, pew, pew. All right, first one does 10. Second one, does 5. Third one, does 5.
Ooh.
Garbage.
Well, it happens sometimes.
The dice giveth, the dice taketh away.
He's starting to get surrounded, and he's kind of looking around, trying to figure out what to do. And he gets pelted from the side a couple times. He goes, no. And he's starting to look frantic, but not like hurt, just frantic. Are you going to move? Still can't move close, but are you just going to stay there?
I can't move any closer, but I don't want to leave my friends, so I'm going to stay back there
Okay.
and try to keep my composure.
All right.
Roll a wisdom save.
You need bonus action anything, or you're just rolling the wisdom?
Hey, that's a wisdom save 18.
18 is just what you needed. You are no longer frightened.
I did it.
With all 3 hits and his break and his composure, you realize there's nothing to be afraid of. And you kind of just sit there and you're like, I got this. I've dealt with much worse. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I've
Nicole,
died.
This is the time.
I've died. This is fine.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. His turn.
I don't even think I'm within inspiring range of anyone right now, so yeah, no.
No,
Is
you're,
everything-
well, if it's 30 feet, you're outside of 30 feet.
Yeah, you're outside of 30 feet for everyone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
18.
2 come up to you. There's 4 of them all together, and you just dodge out of the way of a couple of them, but some of them end up hitting you. So you 2 end up taking...
What's the actual to hit?
To hit was 19 on the first one.
Shield.
Okay, the second one was a 24, actually.
Ah, so the second one still hits.
So you go up, and then the other one kind of comes at an odd angle and ends up hitting you still. I had to do the math because I totally forgot off the top of my head what the roll was. So you do take 8 bludgeoning damage and 8 fire damage, even in the ethereal plane.
Do you mean 4 fire damage?
4, yes, because you are resistant, because tiefling.
I have 15 health.
At the end of those guys' turns, it is his turn, looking frantic. Oh, man. He kind of focuses back again and looks at you, Kyron. You're going to be too useful in the second half of this. And he just kind of looks at you and points at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
All right, you succeed.
Ooh, tell him to
Pike
blow it in his ass.
dice. Pike dice. Saving the day.
Blow it out your actual
Which is
ass, dude.
good because what would have been 56 points of necrotic damage is now 28, which is reduced to 14 because you are already resistant. So 14 points of necrotic damage, which is probably the worst use of a 7th level spell I have ever seen in my life. But
Did this man just touch a death?
oh yeah, he fingered of death the fuck out of Chiron. He was interested to see why things weren't working, and now he knows. And he looks at his finger for a second and looks at you, and he goes, "How?" You're beginning to become
Alright,
a
to be
nuisance.
This motherfucker's an idiot if he's
Yeah.
not using Finger of Death.
My parents thought
against
that
the
too.
Cleric of the Death God.
You know, he doesn't know what the fuck to think. You know, he's a thing. All right, Aster, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna attack action, smack the cage.
All right,
First one is a nat 20.
that'll hit.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
I
for
don't
this
think
one
you're going to
first.
roll anything less. I will let you roll because I know you have a thing about it, so go ahead.
For 8-16.
Yeah, easily enough. You, with the rest of that might and kind of the angle that you had put it at, you smash through the locking mechanism, and the door is just kind of back and forth slightly within this area.
All right, I'm gonna run into the room real quick. What's in there?
Two very malnourished Pegasi, who are kind of backing away from
All
you
right, I
because
look at
even
them
though
and-
you are helping, they are still very hesitant to come and follow anyone.
I look in there and say, "Okay, can you guys understand me?"
They both kind of look at each other, and they're just make a persuasion check for me. I'll let it as a free action. You don't have to use an action for it.
Too smart for them to be animal handling.
I will say with advantage.
Oh well, I don't need it. It was a 19 on the first one, so 24.
Okay. Yeah. So they kind of look to each other and they look over you real quick, kind of almost trying to insightfully read over your whole spiel. And they kind of very weakly nod to you. Like,
Okay.
of course
I
not.
say, "All right, we're here to help. We're gonna try and save you. That guy's fucking evil. I'm a paladin," and I hold up my holy symbol and I say, "I need a fucking mount." And I run towards the closest one and try and mount it.
Okay. Make an animal
Oof.
handling check at disadvantage.
Because they're sentient. They're like, bruh, consent.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Ooh, even a disadvantage with a +5, it's still an 18.
That's not bad. You do manage to get on top of it. I don't have them out for you, unfortunately. So we're just going to say that you're on top of one. But it does take the rest of your turn, basically, to kind of like calm it down and get it to where it's like, okay, I get what you're trying to do.
Okay, once I'm on top of it, and I know they understand me, I look at the one I'm on and the one that's next to it and say, "All right, we're going to do our best to save you, but first let's go get some fucking revenge." And I end my turn with that.
Okay. The other one looks very cautious, but the one that you're on top of is very weak, and you can tell it's kind of buckling under your weight slightly, but it's trying to do what it can to muster its strength to keep you up. And the wings are kind of behind it.
I am going to action surge,
Okay?
and I'm going to use my full lay on hands pool to heal this thing that I'm on.
Okay. As you do that, there is a semblance of strength that comes back into it. The essence of a divine healing on a celestial being has a much more amplified effect, especially with something like this in this area, and it immediately regains most of its strength. You watch as it weakly picked you up and is now near full strength, kind of nodding its head, and there is this faint blue flame that is now caressing over the entirety of its body.
All right. And just as one more free action, I lean down to it and say, if we survive this, you are totally getting out of here. And then I end my turn with that.
In the back of your head, you hear that voice again. Once a mounted combatant, always a mountain combatant. That's it. That is the end of your turn. Zinnia, you are up with top of the round on deck.
Okay, I am going to cast Blight at 4th level.
Thanks for letting me mount to Pegasus, Wheeler.
You're welcome. It is literally what they're meant for, technically.
That's a little derivative. I think offensive to Pegasi
It's like-
everywhere.
that's-
That's meant to be mounted.
The
Come
white
on,
horses known as Pegasi soar through the skies, vision of grace and majesty. When they touch down on solid ground, okay. Noble mounts. Pegasi are highly prized as swift and reliable steeds. They're literally meant for that. All right, Constitution saving throw from him. Fail. But he's going to use one of his legendary saves to succeed.
Okay.
Automatically. So,
Oh,
Math.
fuck off.
Math.
Well, you got
fuck.
you got
math.
5 6s, so that's 30, 37.
37's not bad. That is 19.
Timmy, I love you.
19
I did my
points
best.
halved, and then again.
She grouped them really nicely.
I tried to do it all in my head, and I was like,
You watch as you release this energy towards him, and he, like, you watch it take hold, and you watch as he just, like, turns to you and grins, and the grin kind of turns back into this frantic look, and he's just like, no, no, no. And he's just, like,
That's
starting to
right,
say
fuck
that
you.
over and over and over again. At the end of your turn, are you going to move?
no.
No, you're gonna stay there. Bonus action, anything? Don't think you have anything, but worth a shot to ask. All right, end of your turn. Top of the initiative order. We've got the layer action. Yeah, there's only 4 of you on the map right now. Disaster's not here. Okay.
I'm
There
right
are
here.
3 of us, technically.
Yeah, one of us is.
Yeah, one of you is off in the corner. Brian.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not on the plane, and Rook is down, so there's only 3 of them.
As you're looking towards this thing and you break the fear off, you feel this weird surge of energy and are shifted somewhere that you lose sense of your surroundings. The only thing that you can see right now, though, is about 6 of these nightmarish horses grouped around Gideon, which is weird because he wasn't there a second ago.
Oh, shit.
It's just beating the shit out of Gideon.
You are thrust into the ethereal plane for the rest of the round.
Do I notice this at all? Because...
Yeah, you see Brian very confused about...
Asher?
No, Brian.
Oh, it is Brian.
Yeah, you see Brian about 40 feet ahead of you just appear and look extremely confused. As you, your turn, blink back into the real world. So Brian, you zoom into it. You see him and you're like, huh? And then you zoom out and he's like, what the fuck? This like weird pass by in the ethereal plane that you both just had. Also, there's about 4 of the horses who are looking to come your way. We'll see if they make it to you.
Don't you kill my boy.
Oh, I got my reaction back now.
You zamp back into, and he is right in front of you.
Looking quickly around, I see Kyron much closer than Kyron was last round.
Mhm.
With the split second before I cast this spell right in his face, I say, Kyron, back up! And fireball directly in his face.
You're gonna take the brunt of that?
Oh, back up.
You would if you didn't counterspell it.
Fuck him!
You're like, Kyron, back up! And he's like, nope. And he grabs your hand and it just
Fuck, man.
goes away.
I thought he had used his reaction already this round.
No,
No, it was a legendary save. That
Yep.
motherfucker. All right. Well,
I'm gonna kill him.
there goes my big moment.
This is
Reset us, I'm
fun.
going to kill you next time I see you.
That's it for me. I
All right.
got nothing else.
Kyron.
Let me see if I blink away.
Oh yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Brian, you see him leave, and then you see him immediately reappear about 6 seconds later. And he just kind of waves at you. Kyron, you're up.
Guiding bolt up the fucking butt.
Okay. What level before you do it?
Because he can't say anything. It's 4th level.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Because I don't have any freaking spells
You're
left.
blessed. You're still blessed.
I'm not gonna forget. I rolled a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Again, he's got nothing.
Oh, I know, but it's nice to say. It feels good.
What is that? 76?
66.
66.
Oh, you're right. It is 76. Thank you for reminding me.
Because it's 3 above first.
Yeah. I can count. That's definitely 7. uh 31 points of damage.
Not bad. You slam into him, and there is like this weird moment
Oh, and
where
as I say it, as it happens, I say, Death and I are best friends. You keep trying to kill me. Good luck.
there's this odd moment where that kind of sits, and he's almost frozen in a weird, like, retching position. He's kind of like cracked at an angle backwards before it just kind of shifts down, and his head just kind of lolls for a second. And all you start to hear is as he's just kind of like breathing there, standing, and growing, like with each breath and heave, his body grows and grows and grows.
Gross.
That is the end of your turn?
I'll back up a bit.
Okay. The terrain that was difficult terrain is gone. Moved back about 10 feet. That large entity that you saw no longer exists on the ethereal plane.
Wow,
It just
that's
disappeared.
not good.
It is now Brian's turn. You are stuck on the ethereal plane.
Idiot
None of the
motherfucker,
horses.
Where am I? What's going on?
No, be quiet.
What's
Okay.
that thing? Wait, where'd it go?
None of the horses hit you. You guys are talking, and they all turn towards you as you speak. And then after that, you vamp back into the plane, right where you were at the end of your turn. It is now his turn. Mixed in with the laughs, you hear one last desperate, "No, not yet," as he just breathes out. And you watch as this, in the direct area around him, not near enough to Brian and not near enough to Ashter, this heavy green fog just sifts out from him and obscures him within it, and you can't see what's going on right now as the lights also begin to dim to a very, very, almost like the smallest candlelight. And you just still hear this. That's it. The end of his turn. Aster, you're up.
All right, so describe to me what the fuck I'm seeing right now.
You see a heavy green smoke form in the area, and you watch as whatever this guy was started to change. And even though you just bolstered the creature you are now sitting upon and assured the creature next to you, they are both... The one you're under is trembling but still keeping its resolve. The one that you were talking to prior is scared for its life and is backing up as much as it can in the corner, just backing up as best as possible. What do you do?
I'm gonna pat the one I'm on and say, all right, now or fucking never. And I look to the one that still looks very weak next to me and say, you should probably get the fuck out of here. And I charge out of the fucking cage.
Okay, as you charge out of the cage, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. And make one for the Pegasus as well. It's a +3 to its roll.
Okay. This is me. This is Pegasus. It's an 18 for the Pegasus and an 18 for me.
Success and success.
No, 19 for me.
Do you in any way have anything that negates poison?
Do I?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a paladin?
Disease.
No, I'm immune to disease.
Okay, so then both of you, as you walk out into this fog, take 11 points of poison damage.
I thought you said it was 15 feet.
No, it's a 20-foot radius, like in the center. As you're charging into the room that it's in. It's not just like you can see the edge of it. It is encompassing this entire side. It is not obscuring anything except the visage of this individual. And you're not quite sure why that is.
But I can see the rest of them?
You can see the rest of your group, who are currently also within this green fog. Except Ryan, who is off in the distance.
Can I see this guy? Can I see a target to hit?
You see a large grouping of the cloud that he might be in.
Okay, then I'm gonna fucking attack that.
Okay. You do get right up to where it is. Just go ahead and roll an attack. Or both your attacks, I should say.
This is an important question.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still medium size?
You can't tell.
Okay, well, if he's smaller than a Pegasus, I get advantage.
You don't get advantage.
Okay. First attack is a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Second attack is a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Okay, on the first one of those, I'm going to... As you said it hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to Divine Smite.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Divine Smite... I suppose you can't tell me this or not. Is he? I mean, you have to. Is he undead or no? Is he an undead or a fiend?
You can roll the extra d8.
Lovely. So 5d8 plus 16? Yeah. 6, 8, 16, 21, 29 plus 16.
45.
20, yeah, 45. And 8, 6, 2, and 16 of that was radiant damage.
Okay. The Divine Smite would also be. Or is the 16 the Divine Smite?
The 16 is the Divine Smite.
Oh, it's 45
45 damage.
overall.
45 overall. 16
I got you.
of that was the Divine Smite.
Cool. Sounds good.
Because it's 3d8, I believe.
Yes, at your
Let me check
level
that.
it would be.
I think it's d8.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You hit it. And your axe actually hits sooner than you think it did. Or rather than it should. That is the end of your turn.
And it's marked, whatever it is.
Yes, it is. Zinnia.
Okay. I'll shoot fire at him.
Okay.
You're blessed. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, you're blessed.
Just make a.
That's a 22.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Still takes half damage.
7?
8.
8.
So half of 8 or 8? That's
It
half.
is 8.
No, it's 7. Yeah, 15 and a half. I thought it was 16.
Okay, so 7.
Am I
Okay.
doing it right? I figured on that.
As you shoot the flame out and it hits and it kind of encompasses around it, this is not the man that was there a moment ago. This is something that is heaving and is about at its hunched over position, about 3 feet taller than the man when he was standing upright. You also, with the brief glimpse that you get because of your passive perception, notice that the arms are elongated to a point that is unnatural.
Are we not switching minis for him or anything?
Not yet.
No. Okay, fuck you.
That's the end of your turn.
Hey, Wheeler, I had a question.
I have an answer.
Because this Pegasus, while it is my mount, isn't like my Fenris mount, does it get its own action, kind of like how Rook would?
You... Because it's your
Because I'm
mount,
not like...
I'm counting it as... For the purposes of this, as a mount, it is still afraid of whatever this creature is, and you're not sure why. It is a miracle that it is currently letting you ride it at the moment. Based off of the rolls and the situation, it is counting as a mount for purposes of not having its own action.
Cool.
Cool. All right, the end of your turn, top of the round. Back to the first one. The general air. Oh, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. Totally forgot about this. My bad.
Or.
Are you resistant to poison? Okay.
So that's a 7.
Okay. Well, then you'll just take
You're blessed.
half.
Oh, plus. Thank you. Every time I need
Make a
that
difference.
reminder. That's 11.
Being naturally resistant, you only take 13 points of poison damage as this thick fog kind of sits on top of you in a very uncomfortable manner.
Do you have to roll concentration?
Oh, probably.
And at the top of the round, the entire room again begins to fill with this dark black smoke. Mixing in with the green fog still. It's very weird. But that's the end of the lair action. Gideon.
I'm back.
You blink back into existence.
He's still right in front of me, right? Oh, I am going to drop back, I think, 10 feet back.
Okay.
So I'd be next to Zinnia.
Yeah, I would say that's okay, seeing as you saw the creature kind of dissipate.
Regardless,
In
I
front of
can,
you?
I can still blink back within 10 feet of where I left.
Mhm.
Branding Smite, bonus action. It's my last second little spell slot. Push you.
Okay. Make your attacks. They are disadvantaged because it is smoky.
First one's only a 15.
Misses.
Second one, nope.
Misses. Goes off and off. You still have the branding smite up. But you do see as it sparks against the back and kind of the essence of that smite hits the back. This creature is now starting to stand at its full form and is about 12 feet tall.
Great.
And that's weird and
Movement,
uncomfortable.
I am going to move probably another 15 feet back before I blink again. Well, potentially. Yes, I do blink again.
Zoop. You're on the ethereal plane now with just the horses. All right, that's the end of your turn, Kyron and Brian. Or Kyron, you're up. Brian, you're on deck. Kyron, I need you to make a con save for me real quick.
Okay. Hold on while I find my dice. Okay. That's I'm on the wrong page. That's a 18.
Success. You still take 10 points of poison damage, though.
Okay. That's fine.
You can go now. You take care now. Sorry.
I'm going to. I don't have very many good spells left, so I'm gonna turn around and where is Zinnia?
Zinnia is... You can't see, actually, right now. Because the smoke is everywhere.
Okay, can I try and move in the direction that she would be the last time that I saw her?
Last time you saw her, I'll say yes, in the midst of battle, you would have an idea.
She's also on fire.
Yeah, so you get to a point where you start to see the fire, and you're like, that's her. And you get right next to her. I'm sorry, the door is open and the cat came in, but I don't see the cat, and now I'm disappointed. I'm just going to cast Healing Word at her at third level, because that's all I have left. Okay.
Hold on while I find my d4s in my mess of dice. Okay.
Brian, you're on deck.
Yep.
Just making sure.
That's 15.
Keeping words going.
Healing back to you.
15 healing back to you.
Hi, Kiki. And that's my turn.
Okay. No action.
Oh. I forgot I could also do that. I'm gonna toll the dead.
You told the dead.
Totally dead.
Fails. Go ahead and roll your d12s.
Woo-hoo. Oh fuck! I forgot they were d12s. Hold on.
Yeah,
because
it's been hurt.
I forgot. Oh. That's 31 points of damage.
Nice. It's a pretty good roll. All right. You watch as the bell tolls and it kind of shifts within the darkness and you can't see it fully. That's the end of your turn. Brian, you're up.
All right.
The entire room is filled with smoke right now, and it is very hard to see anything. You do.
Shit! I've already used fairy fire.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. I'm gonna prep for something bad to happen by casting Armor of Agathis on myself, 4th level.
Okay. You draw in what little moisture there is in this room and crystallizes around your body. And you're just kind of sitting there waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, and I'm going to... Well, no, I can't see anyone, can I?
Yeah, and no one would be in 30-foot range anyway.
I'm going to just move forward and try not to run into anyone, but I want to be close to people.
Okay. You move forward, and you get right up on one of the edges of the cages. You start to see very faint firelight ahead of you, and you gather that it's probably Zinnia. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Movement, action, yeah, can't bonus, really.
All right.
So, yeah, no.
The creature's turn. Those of you who are within the close midst, that would be Ashtar, Chiron, and Zinnia. You watch almost as if pulling a curtain to the side. It takes the green mist and the smoke and just kind of moves it aside. And standing before you a full 12 feet tall, with very long, almost to the point where you're not sure if they're actually real or not, clawed fingers and arms moves through, and you see the visage of some skeletal, undead, tattered robed Belle, just kind of smiling at you and staring. Looks like I'm back. At this creature shows up in front. Let's see.
Said I got you in the cage for 3 minutes with Bone Claw,
With Bone
brother.
Claw.
Bonesaw is ready.
Bonesaw is ready.
Shouldn't be making jokes about
I got you
this.
3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
So that's who you should have made this character as. Are you seeing now
Anyway.
that you missed an opportunity and you can never go back?
It's time.
As it does this, you watch as it sifts into the darkness around it and vanishes. As that happened, it draws the shadows around it. I need Ashter, the Pegasus, Zinnia, and Chiron, whenever they get back, to make Constitution saving throws.
They got us for 30 rounds, brother.
Do I get to use my blast for this?
You're still blessed, right?
Don't forget you have blessed.
Okay. I've
Real-
been getting
Real
really
clutch
good.
with the blessed die coming out to a 4. Like, repeatedly.
28 for me, Wheeler.
Yeah, you're fine.
What's the
What?
Pegasus
Yeah,
have?
14.
The Pegasus estimate. Constitution is a +3.
They rolled an 18. I rolled a 28.
You both succeed.
I am unfucking shakeable.
You are blocked from the necrotic pull of this creature. Chiron. Chiron, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
You're blessed, buddy.
Buddy, brother.
And you're also muted, buddy.
Thank you. I forgot. That's 26.
You're fine. Zinnia, you unfortunately are not.
Mhm.
As the necrotic pull from this creature sifting out of this area. You take 41 points of necrotic damage as it draws life essence out of you and shifts out of existence.
Oh wait.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I just have to get. I have one hit point.
Okay. Oh, did you use your
I have my.
half orcish endurance?
Yeah.
All right. So you all kind of sit there and kind of feel this wooziness go over you, but you are unaffected. You watch as Zinnia drops to a knee as they are right next to you. I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw for the Investiture of Flame.
Concentration.
There is a possibility that you beat this. It is not
You
a
are
crazy
blessed.
amount. You are blessed.
You didn't roll that. I did.
Oh, I was about to say, why are you over here rolling my dice, bro? 11.
The Investiture of Flame dissipates.
What is a constitution? You do add your bonus.
Oh, so 13.
It still dissipates. You'd have to beat a 20.
That's okay. I've got other things I wanted to concentrate on anyway.
All right. That is the end of whatever this now creature is turn. It is now Ashter's turn.
It doesn't reappear?
It does, you just don't see it.
Oh, true. Okay. Sorry. I was
None of you can see where it went. Because the entire room is still filled with smoke. Although, Brian, you do feel to your left a very weird draft. So Astra,
So
you're
I can't
up.
see this thing at all.
Nope, you have no idea where it went.
Dude, this fucking layer action's pissing me off.
That's
I mean,
the
if I
point.
can't see it, I can't fucking do anything. Is everyone on this map right now? Is everyone here?
Except Gideon. You can see Chiron and just the faintest bit of Zinnia. The area around you is still fine. Also, at the end of his turn, the greenish smoke has moved down the hall. And you guys are currently out.
Can I see the green smoke?
You can see that it's dissipated from you and is heading towards the entranceway of this cave.
I'm going to. Man, I don't know if Asher would be smart enough for that. I know I'm smart enough for that, but I don't know if he'd be smart enough for that. He is not smart enough for that. Fuck
I'll do
me.
it after you get back.
What
are you doing?
I don't fucking know. You making it so I can't see shit is bad.
Yes.
How tall is the ceiling in here?
It's about 40 feet. It's pretty tall.
I'm gonna look down at my Pegasus and be like, if you can fly, it's fucking time to fly. And I'm gonna give it like a giddy up with my legs and try and get it to fly up into the air.
Okay, make an animal handling check for me.
Advantage, disadvantage at all?
Just straight.
It's a 24.
24? We'll do it. You watch as it hesitantly kind of waits for a second, and then almost like shaking out muscles before it works, the wings kind of flap behind it, and you feel yourself kind of move up slightly. You get about 15 feet in the air.
All right, I'm gonna fly over towards the center of the room. Once I get over a couple feet, when I'm near all of my friends, I'm going to bonus action to use my channel divinity, and I'm going to turn the tide. Anyone who's below half health regains 1d6 plus 1 hit points.
Well, if only I was on the
I think
same
it's-
plane.
Yeah, well, don't use blink. That's a 7, so everyone gets 7 hit points who's below half health.
Yay!
You said 7?
7, yes.
Woo! Yay! Thank you.
That's my bonus action. I don't really have. I do have an action. When I get a little more closer to the room, Wheeler,
Okay.
I'm going to use Divine Sense.
There is a very, very heavy undead presence where the creature is on the map that you can see.
Okay. Problem is that takes my action. So I know he's there. I'm going to point my mount towards it, and then I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. Yeah, you point it that way. It actually does still have movement.
I know it has movement, but I don't have actions.
No, but it will move towards that direction. But I will say that
Okay.
you
It has a giant smoke cloud around it.
Yes.
Aster's an idiot. He doesn't have a death wish.
You're still. It moves you in a general direction that you put it. If you want, I'm not pushing you to do this. If you want to stay where you are, that's fine. I'll move it back.
I am going to get close to it. I'm going to not get in its poison cloud.
That's
How about that?
that's fine. The poison cloud's on the ground. It does sink towards the ground. So, but yeah, at the end
Okay.
of your turn, Zinnia, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to.
Oh, also, end of my turn, I'm just going to yell since no one can hear me. The fucker's over here.
I'm gonna wild shape.
And he just goes, "Yes, I am." Okay, you do, and it only takes one use.
Oh, I don't know.
Unless you didn't take a short rest before last time that you wild shaped.
No, I still have both.
I thought you turned into an eagle last time.
Did
I think so.
might
I
have.
do think we had rested since then.
Did you guys take a short?
I
I think
think
you
we
did take a
did.
short rest.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I
You
was
did.
full health.
We
Yeah,
did. Because
You guys
I
did
kind
take a
of
short rest.
insisted.
You're right. So yes, you use it only one use. What are you turning into?
A tag.
A giant eagle already.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to turn
No,
into a
I'm not gonna
giant
force you
eagle?
to turn into a giant eagle.
I just figure I'm trying to mix some things up today.
It's all good. It's fine.
Do you have a tag?
Gosh, why aren't you like Matt? Why don't you have like 16 minis ready at all times? What the hell?
All right, you kind of get off your knee and all the magical effects on you. You turn into a tiger.
And I'm gonna move like half the distance.
You can't see anything. You hear Astra, so I'll say that you can move.
Shift him because it's hard to see past him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like right on wherever the fog kind of starts.
Okay. You don't start your turn, and you've already kind of dealt with it, so don't worry about the fog. Distraction, bonus action, nothing in movement. So top of the round, the smoke dissipates. You can now see the creature clearly, Astra, right below you. Nearly at eye level with you, but you are above it. The rest of you can kind of see everything, and you see this creature large and looming with very, and I'm talking very long arms. At that moment, the hoofbeats of these creatures builds up again. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Everyone?
Except you, because you're in the air. And Gideon, because
15?
he's not on this plane.
Elizabeth?
Okay. Success.
That's
Kyron?
my second natural 20. So
You're fine?
That's a 22.
Yes.
That's a 9.
9.
Oh, plus bless, so whatever.
As you're running, it starts to beat, and you are knocked prone.
25.
The area is also difficult terrain. That is the end of the layer's turn. Gideon.
Oh god.
As you pop back into existence, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Against what?
The green fog, which
Do I have
has
advantage 'cause of my lungs?
no effect
Fuck you.
because of the lungs. It's a spell.
Say con?
Yeah.
20 total. Suck my ass.
You still take half damage.
Well, I'm probably gonna die.
Shut up.
I did roll pretty well. You take 12 points of poison damage.
Oh, I'm alive.
I rolled 2 8s on that. All right, but it is now your turn. You can now see.
Hold on, I gotta roll concentration for. Okay, I'm still concentrating on Branding Smite.
Yep. I just keep replaying the same song over and over again, and you can tell because it goes, which I know is annoying for you guys, and I'm sorry, but
I don't believe I have any.
I'll play
potions.
some music, no delay in the back too.
I don't have any potions, so I can't do anything about my. No, I do have a greater. I'm gonna chug a greater.
Okay, bonus action is that, so
Cool.
you can use your action to do whatever you want.
Action, I'm gonna fucking shoot him, but I'm gonna drink first.
Okay. Drink
44
first.
plus 4. We're gonna
Shoot second. Kyron, you're on deck.
Mhm.
Let's see these Garbo rolls. Okay, 11 plus 4. I get 15 back, so sure.
Cool. That's actually a pretty decent roll.
Yeah, 4-2, 4-1. But am I still at disadvantage to hit him? Probably.
No, why would you be at disadvantage? Smoke's gone.
Okay. Cool. First one, 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Second one, 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool, fuck him. So, between the two, before I add Branding Smite, we've got 11 plus 13, so we're at 24.
Okay.
Branding Smite is... how many? 2d6. So we got another 8, which is radiant on top of that, if
Okay.
that matters. It sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius,
Mhm.
so it can't become invisible or anything.
Yep.
Um,
There's dim light in the area already, but it does
cool.
extend that dim light from itself.
So we got 284 plus 8 is 32 plus a good old. Let's see if I have any more arcane jolts. I do. I still have 3 of them. So we're gonna take another 2d6 because this is the first time I've actually been able to damage the dude. Another 9. So 32 plus 9 is 41 total.
All right. Nice. It takes the hits and is just kind of now surveying all of you and just smiling and still. You blink? And stop laughing.
With a 14, yes, I do.
That's the end of your turn. Kyron, you are up. You are currently a distance away from it,
Would
and it is
I
difficult
know-
terrain.
Would I know if healing Zinnia would heal Zinnia or would just heal the creature she's turned into, the tiger?
It would heal the tiger.
Okay.
Now the tiger.
So I'm going to abandon that idea.
Okay.
Fuck that idea. It's dead to me. And I'm
that
going to I'm going to move towards the creature guy
Okay.
and as much as I can. I know
That's-
it's
yeah, that's
difficult terrain. And
Not very far.
yay, I moved up so far. Can I cast
You are 35 feet away from it right now. So anything with a casting
yeah.
range of 30 feet would not work.
Yeah.
But anything more than that would.
I'm just. I'm gonna cast. I hate being like a one-trick pony, but it's the best option for me right now. So I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt again because
Do
it's
it.
better than Spiritual Weapon.
Go for it.
It has more punch than a spiritual weapon right now.
What level?
Man, never play Warlock.
Oh, it's 3rd level because I have like no fucking spells left.
Boss fight. Boss fight.
Oh.
Boss fight.
It's 3rd level. I don't have shit left. That's 23 to hit.
That'll
Wait,
hit.
did I do math right? It's a 16 plus 9.
That's a 25 to
Did I
hit.
16
It
plus
still is
9
going to hit.
25.
God damn it. I can't math. Okay, I'm sorry. I have ADD. I do not do math.
Gay and ADD equal no
English
math.
major. English major for a reason. Where's the other? Where's
Brian,
the
you're
other
on deck if I
D6?
didn't already say that.
Yep.
Oh, I'm stupid. That's 20 points of damage.
Nice. And it is currently shimmering with more energy. You guys
Yes.
light it up, light it up, light it up.
You will see this creature, damn it.
Yeah. Bonus action anything or you I don't think you have anything.
No,
Okay.
I don't have anything really good
Yep.
for bonus action, so no, just
Alrighty.
stand there awkwardly.
Brian, you are up.
Oh, are we doing lights? We're doing lights? I can do lights! Haha, it's fine. And I'm going to, not a joke, cast dancing lights.
Okay. Does that create dim
I'm
light or
gonna-
bright light?
It's dim,
Okay.
but I can spread them out.
Yeah.
So I am going to action summon the lights, bonus action, move them, kind of spread them out so that they are kind of as evenly
Lighting the area
spaced
slightly
amongst-
more.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to give this guy like no places he can ride to.
Okay. It is still dim light, as a note. So you do cast it, and it does somewhat light the area more, and you guys can see a little bit better. There is still the light that's somewhat coming off of the nightmares in their cages. But we'll see if it has an effect. Is that the end of your turn? You're going to move?
I just waited a turn, but I am being creative, damn it.
You are, and I
that is gonna be-
appreciate that. That is the end of your turn?
I could have just Eldritch blasted it again, but
Yeah. Even
No.
though he is laughing and he does have a hulking figure, he is looking hurt. You guys are no joke as an adventuring party. He's just a hefty individual. So, with that being said, it is
Thank you, Wheeler.
his turn. Without moving out of the range of Aster and the Pegasus, he moves closer to Tiger, Zinnia, and Brian, seemingly unimpeded by this difficult terrain. And you watch as the claws just kind of extend out towards you and just try to grasp onto you. It is at advantage because you are prone.
Wait, hold on. Is he marked?
He is.
I had him marked. Am I within 5 feet of him?
You are within 5 feet of him, yes.
He has disadvantage on any attack roll that doesn't target me.
All right.
What's up, straight roll?
Well, yeah, straight roll for you. What's the AC of the tiger, though?
Probably not very good. It's a 12.
Oh, it rolled a 12, and it has an addition. So you do take the damage, and because it hits, it's technically a crit, right? Because prone? Is that not it?
No, you're thinking unconscious.
No,
You're
that's not
right.
how prone works.
This works.
She is about to be unconscious,
Unconscious
though.
usually involves being prone.
Yeah.
No, prone by itself. No.
You have 4 health with that, and 1 health left to Zinnia.
I have full health with the tiger.
Full.
Oh, full.
37.
And then
Full. I thought you said 4 health, and I
No,
was
and then
really
I have-
worried.
8 left with Zinnia.
Okay.
So she's still kicking, guys.
Then I am going to roll the full damage.
So yeah, if it's more than 45, she's in trouble.
No, it is a decent amount though. It is you. The tiger takes 24 points of piercing damage and is pulled in towards the creature. And then Brian, you are going to take an attack at disadvantage as well.
This thing has a reach of like 15 feet. That's sick.
I think it's going to miss though, because it's a I rolled 2 4s, so it misses as it kind of reaches out towards you. You kind of just duck out of the way as it's paying attention to Zinnia and kind of still focused on Aster as it's kind of putting its arms out there. So that is the end of its turn. Does a move and it attacks. With that, it is now Aster's turn.
Oh boy. Oh boy. It
With
one of my
Zinnia on
friends
deck.
and it was marked. Oh.
You're also grappled, Zinnia.
Oh, okay.
That was gonna be my next.
So, I am going to use an attack action. And before I do, I'm going to lean down into, I guess, the correct holy symbol, ? And say, I hope you got me fucking backed up on this one. And while still flying on the Pegasus, I'm just going to take 3, massive strafing attacks with my axe.
Go for it.
The first 2...
Doing your bonus action attack.
Oh, wait, this is actually... Yeah, the bonus action... Oh, wait, hold on. I've never gotten this combo of things to work out before, with me being mounted and having this. So give me a minute. I need to check some stuff.
I want to look at this too.
Okay, so 2 Unwavering Mark. So I'm going to do this as the first one. This one has advantage.
Okay.
And it deals an extra 4 damage.
That's fine. That's like a rage.
Oh, baby. That's what I was hoping for. Does a 30 hit?
Yes, Ben. What kind of question is
Okay.
that?
Does a 19 also hit?
Yes.
Then this motherfucker is knocked prone.
If he can be knocked prone. Give me 1 second. Yeah, he's knocked prone. He is, however,
Because
now
of fucking
out of
fell-handed.
You can dive down, obviously, so feel free to use your move.
So that's the first one.
You're still grabbing.
That's the first one. I'm going to take
What's
the Pegasus and dive down deeper.
Yeah, what's the damage on that?
That one is 8 plus 3 plus 4, 15 slashing.
Okay, 15. Go ahead with your
And
other
then-
attacks.
Both of these at advantage.
Yep. You can't be knocked prone anymore,
That's
unfortunately.
a nat 20.
Go for it.
Nat 20 on that one.
Ben, that would be a really good
And,
time to use your Divine Smite.
I'm out of spell slots, my dude.
Never mind.
I was gonna say he's definitely at the spell slot.
I'd love to, but I can't. So this is the nat 20,
Okay.
which was a 6. So 6 plus 12, 20 slashing damage on that one.
20 slashing damage. All
And this
right.
is the non-nat on this one. 7 plus 8, 15 slashing damage.
15. He is looking visibly hurt and
35.
very angry right now. Probably for a good
And
reason.
So he is prone. He just got the shit kicked out of him. And because I hit him again, he is still marked.
Yes. He is looking very hurt.
Cool.
That is the end of his turn.
I-
now. Or your turn, I
question.
think. What?
Am I in the poison cloud again? I had to fly down.
Technically, yes, but it only lasts once from what I saw. And it also moved 10 feet more down the hall. Let me just double check on the spell real quick, just to make sure. It's obscure. Just make a Constitution saving throw for me. We'll talk about it post-stream.
18.
18. You succeed. You
Yeah.
still take. Just gonna leave that there. 9 points of poison damage.
Okay. And con save. Ooh, wait, what's the save? Do you need to get above a 10 or at a 10?
It's a 10 or up. You have to meet or beat.
Okay, then I still have bless up.
Okay, bless is still
have
up.
bless up then.
Cool. Yeah, you rake into this thing.
And I'm just gonna say free action while I'm diving down to get the last few hits in. The Pegasus kicks it in the head.
Okay. It kicks it in the head and it kind of hits back against it and goes. That's it. Zinnia, you're up.
Am I still grappling?
Yes.
Okay, what do I have to do to get out? Do I just have to...
You use your action to make a strength check against its strength.
Oh.
Actually, I think it's just you have to beat a. Yeah, you have to beat a DC. So strength check or acrobatics. I will let you do either dex or.
Whichever one's higher for the.
And you are
Pull it up.
technically still blessed, even in this one.
You're already on it. Strength is higher.
Altogether 20.
That'll do. With all the hits it's taken, you kind of roll out of the way. It's your action to get out. But you can get up.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it is the Layer's turn. Aster. You
Yeah.
bamf out of existence onto a new plane. The Pegasus not with you, and you all watch as Astra is bamfed away. And the Pegasus is sitting there looking very confused and down at this creature, now without a mount, or the combatant on it, is now looking very afraid of this creature, even in its damaged state, and tries to find some resolve. That is the layer action. Gideon, you're up.
Bye, Asher. Bye, Asher. Click, click, reload.
Oh, you come back in.
Boink. 10 feet closer. I'm going to...
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to move towards me right now. Like, do I have a better line of sight? Zinnia's not in the way.
There's
Sure.
no more difficult terrain, so.
Yeah.
It is a disadvantage because he's prone. If you're doing your click click.
Does that count if I'm 5 feet away from them?
Yes, because, well, are you...
I have crossbow
Nope.
expert, so I don't get
Any
disadvantage
attack within
from
5
being-
feet.
Has advantage. Yeah, so yeah, if you want to get...
I'm walking right up to him.
Yeah, just enough. Even with the blink, yeah, you can do it. So you just... That's fine. Everything's okay in this
Are you
room.
alright?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
So straight rolls for this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a ranged spell attack, but you're in
It is
melee
ranged
and he's
melee, or
prone.
is it a ranged
It's
weapon
just,
attack?
yeah, it's just straight roll.
Alright, so 13 for the first.
It's a weird thing. 13 misses.
Yeah.
Just kind of
No,
bats out of the way.
nothing. Bonus action, I'll take another potion.
Okay.
My last one.
Yeah. It's a very
Better now than
weird...
never, so I don't die.
It's a very weird system because you have disadvantage when it's prone, which doesn't make sense to me because it would be conversation for another time.
If he's prone, he shouldn't be able to roll away any more than me be able to. Like, if I can fire a gun at him on the ground, that should not be more difficult than me swinging a sword at him on the ground.
Yeah, that's why it's weird.
If I'm at point
The
blank.
mechanics of the game are very weird with this, and I may change it moving forward.
I get 11 hit points back.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Just because it is weird, we'll talk about it. I want it to be able to be used usefully towards you, especially with all the stuff that
I'm
you
fine
have.
with a straight roll as opposed to disadvantage.
So, the end of your turn, Kyron, you're up. Brian, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna just do the thingy. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at 6th level.
Okay. This one is a disadvantage because you're using a ranged spell attack against a creature who's prone.
That's fine.
But you have bless.
I
Yeah,
have
you do have
bless,
bless.
and I rolled really
Um,
good both
does-
times.
Wait, does bless still hold up if I'm in a different plane?
Yes, because you're still concentrating on it.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of
Okay.
which-
I rolled
Oh, I stay.
Okay.
a 14 and a 15. Plus 3 plus 9.
Yeah, you're fine.
I do
You
want
hit.
you to know I have 4 more rounds before before
I've been keeping track.
it's too late for Rook. Well,
So,
it's I would have to rebuild him fully, but I can get him up if
Yeah.
I get to him within 3
Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack. Or your damage. Damage.
I am missing 1d6. Me has like a huge amount of dice, does not have.
Could
Okay.
do it. 6th level is
A lot.
9d6. Yeah. Actually, I can't do it like that. Guess I can't.
That's 35 points of damage.
Yeah, it's looking hurt and very frantic now. The laughing has ceased, and it is just being stone quiet and is now looking around frantically, eyes darting between each one of you, trying to figure out what it's going to do. Is that the end of your turn? You gonna move?
I don't even know where I am.
You are back near the table. There's no difficult terrain at
I'll scoot up a bit, I guess. Yeah.
You can move kind of around.
That's sure.
That is the end of your
Oh,
turn.
sorry, just. Mhm.
All right. Brian, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna walk up, get within 30 feet of him.
You are already within 30 feet of him.
All right, cool. I'm gonna just. All right. This is. I'm done, and I'm gonna. Boom, Witch Bolt, 4th level.
Roll that attack at disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. Everything I have is ranged.
It's fair.
Just get closer.
Wow, okay, good rolls though. 27 to hit.
That'll hit. What level did you... Oh, no, you have to cast it at... Well, no, you don't, because you have bard spells. What level did you cast it at?
No, I got bard spell slots. I cast it at 4th.
All right, roll 4d12.
So that's 4d12 of zappies.
Unless you roll all ones.
Come on. That is... Okay, not bad. 28.
28. How do you want to do this, Brian? As he's lying there down on the ground, frantically looking around at all of you, and you're just like, you know what? Fuck this. You watch as the energy sifts from you, and what happens?
All right, I don't think I've ever actually done this at an actual high level before, so I think I'm just gonna like full Storm from X-Men, just almost like I keep changing what characters I'm going off of, but I'm almost like unlimited power.
Okay.
Just one hand right in his face.
You release the energy that's this like purplish, silverish energy that kind of seeps out of you and strikes into the creature, who is now just writhing on the ground. And as it kind of stills and almost freezes in place, you just kind of hear the and the entire body just explodes into ash and shadow and just seeps into the ground. Immediately, the light in the room picks up slightly. The Pegasus that was there pauses for a second. It kind of shakes its head. Aster, you immediately pop back into place, right back on top of it as it kind of uncomfortably shifts back and then kind of calms down. The creature no longer in front of you.
Did we
The
win?
nightmares
Did
in
we
their
win?
stables kind of begin to shake slightly and move back into their stable a little bit more, and the other Pegasus that is malnourished, kind of weakly shaking, sticks its head out and looks to see what's happened.
I look down at the Pegasus I'm riding and look at it and say, did we win?
I don't think people typically laugh and then kind of explode when they've lost.
No.
I don't know. I usually I don't know. This thing seemed well, I don't even know what it seemed. It's I never trust anything to be dead anymore.
That's fair. Let's get what we wanted to get and then get the fuck out, yeah?
I say, let's get a culture of this plant. Let's try and perhaps grow it elsewhere.
I'll deal with the Pegasi. You guys, I point at Zinnia. You get the flower. I point at the other three. You guys search the room for anything cool, valuable, or needs to be destroyed. Ready? Break.
Okay.
And I land the Pegasi back on the ground and bring it back over towards its cell with the other one.
Mhm.
And just start having a conversation with them.
Okay. Make another animal handling check with advantage. As the Pegasus that you're currently riding is assisting you. What are the rest of you doing?
I have bonus
I'm gonna
action
go-
pop anyway.
Okay.
With advantage, that's a 21.
Nice.
I'm gonna go revive Rook.
You take some time with Rook. Brian,
I'm gonna
Kyron.
heal Zinnia.
Like heal?
No, I just used my 6th level spell,
Ah.
but I will healing word them at 3rd level.
Okay.
I'm going to use some of my tiny little baby level spells to just heal myself.
Okay.
So 1 and 2.
You get 15 back again.
15 to Zinnia. For sake of brevity, to get to the ending part that still is going to take some time, and I want to make sure that we get to it. The really only thing in there that seems to be of any value is the tea set. It's a pretty decent tea set, not magical. It just is very nice and ornate. Because of your guys' passive nature and because of your studying on this flower that you've done, you know that it can't just be planted and grown. You're going to have to harvest what you can. How many do you want?
I kind of want to take as many as possible so that I can take some back to the
Island.
well, I was thinking to the trees so that they could.
Okay. There are 4 available if you would like them.
Yeah.
Immediately as you take them off, you can sense just druidically they probably need to get used or preserved in some way. They're not just going to like flat out die as flowers, but you do know there is a lifespan for flowers that are off their vine. There are no more on the vine past that. There are probably going to be a few more that grow based off of the currently gored wings that are kind of still twitching grotesquely. You guys do notice that very large, jagged, dark blade that this individual used is kind of dug into the table. Again, for sake of brevity, it's pretty obvious that it has some magical nature to it, and it is pretty obvious that it is very evil. So you can do with it as you will or leave it. The Pegasi...
as I am calming down the Pegasi and explaining to them what we're going to do, I'm going to look back at Kyron and say, destroy that. Destroy that now.
I don't have anything that I can do to destroy it, but okay. Can I try guiding bolting the thing itself?
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Okay.
Astra, you do end up getting the Pegasi kind of under control. How are you guys planning on getting back?
That's
I'm-
21.
I'm going to
hits, I
explain
think.
to the
21 hits, go and roll your
Pegasi
damage.
that
To hit.
Go and roll your damage.
we're going to get them out. I'm going to take some time, explain to the Pegasi that we are in an old, ancient dwarven ruin, essentially, underground. We're going to walk through a whole bunch of underground tunnels, but eventually we're going to get back to sunlight. Once we're there, they're free to go wherever they can to be safe again.
18 points of damage.
Okay.
Astra, we don't need to walk. I've still got. I pulled my chalk. We can just boop.
Oh, even better. We're just going to go through a giant creepy ass blue portal, and then you guys will be in freedom. Does that sound good?
I'm not saying that that's a bad idea. As a note, your balloon is still parked outside.
Oh yeah, we kind of need that,
The
guys.
fucking balloon. All right.
We need the balloon.
All right, fine. We need the balloon.
Wheeler, the
Post
Pegasi-
stream adventure to go get the balloon back.
The Pegasi understand, yeah?
Yes, they cannot talk to you, but they can understand you.
Can they like nod and like shake their head yes or no?
Yes, they both nod at
Like,
you
is
and
there
understand.
is there a line of communication? All right.
Yes.
Once I explain to them the game plan of how we're going to get them to safety, I'm going to get a little closer to them and say, I know there were horrible things done down here. The rest of the remnants of what were your kin, is there anything we can do for them?
The one looks at the shaken up one and kind of looks back at you, and there's this nod of no. The voice in your head creeps back and goes, "You've done well, but they are lost, unfortunately." the best thing you could do is leave them, or get rid of them from this plane. But I understand if you're weakened after that battle. We'll talk more later.
Yeah, you bet your fucking ass we will. I go back to the Pegasi. All right. I point to the one that I bolster a little bit. Help you get ready to move.
Okay. Anything else as you guys are in here? Rook does come back to life. You take the time and
I only have to take an action, and then he does it on his own, and he pops back up.
moments to spare, but you do get him back on his feet, and he is not clanking. He's still working fine. It's just the magical essence of him was very close to being to a point of.
You guys are so broken.
The audio got very.
What about now?
Because he was talking to me, and I heard him fine.
Sorry, I was kind of speaking off to the side of it, so if it changed. But is there anything else you guys want to do in here, or are you guys just going to head back to the vineyard?
The audio is...
I vaguely heard that. I wanted to break the weapon. It was 18 points of damage.
Hold on.
Maybe.
All right, what about now? Maybe? No, is it still being weird?
Yeah.
It may just be a connection issue.
It's like skipping every other beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's like do.
Maybe now. Still?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, unfortunately. I will try to speak slowly, so maybe you can catch each word.
It's okay.
Okay.
Judging by those faces, probably not.
The blade does not get destroyed,
Okay.
but it is still there. If you want to do something with it, you can take it with you. But other than that, you guys are going to be headed back to the vineyard.
Let's go. Let's take put the blade in the bag of holding to possibly find someone who can destroy it later. Or maybe I can destroy it later when I have better spells.
We can try and destroy it or cleanse it. I don't care. But we shouldn't leave it
Yeah.
here.
Apart
No,
from the
I
blade,
don't want
is
to
there
leave it
anything
for
else
somebody
useful in the room?
to find.
Apart from the blade, is there anything else useful in the room?
Not that you can see.
Not even like digging?
There's nothing in
Fuck
here.
this guy.
This is very much a business. There's not even any gold.
Secret doors?
You
All
can
right,
make an
man, I'm not
investigation.
gonna lie, you are painful to listen to right now.
I'm trying to fix it. I don't know why it's not. Maybe it's just the. Hold on.
25.
25? No, you search each place far and wide. What about now?
Nope.
No.
It sounds like the stream can hear us.
Yeah, I don't think.
It's happening to Chris too. So I think it's
Yeah, it's
something
like
with
the
your
whole
connection.
system.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can change it.
Because we just had somebody mention the vineyard.
Yeah, so they can hear
chat.
us.
Yeah.
I'm going to close something down real quick and I'll reopen it. Give me 1 second. It may change the sound.
Can everyone else hear them fine? Is it like a Zoom problem?
Could be a Zoom problem.
I can hear you and David fine.
It may be a Zoom problem. Can you hear us now?
Wait, you're good.
I fixed it. Okay, cool. Voice meter just fuzzed out, and it's probably because we've been doing stuff. All right, so you guys are headed back to the vineyard. Brian, you finish up the teleportation circle and quickly each one of
Wait,
you.
no, balloon. We're going back to the balloon.
Oh, okay, so you are going to the balloon.
We're going to the balloon.
Okay, then I need everyone to make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for the Pegasi as well?
And are you heading back the exact way you came?
I mean, is there anything
Yeah.
that indicates we should not go back the way we came? Did we leave anything
So
dangerous?
the creepy
'Cause we did-
people that were waiting outside the thingy.
Yeah, there was a point where
So
we hit some
kind of.
zombies
Yep.
that were like behind us.
Tyron, can you
But
deal
they're-
with zombies if we run into zombies? I feel like we dealt with a much worse problem earlier. So
I actually can.
The
that's
pain's
small
starting to
before.
set back in. After
I
about an
can.
hour, it kind of diminishes and the pain starts to set back in. But
I can do things to make those things go away. Yes.
All right, good.
That's a 16 stealth for me.
plus pass without a trace.
Oh, 26 stealth
26.
for me.
13 for Rook, 26 for me.
That's with the plus 10.
Thanks, Inia.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
You rolled a 2.
Oof. You did just
15 for me.
Stealth. 23.
15 for me. And I don't know what stealth modifier Pegasi would have, but they both rolled really well. An 18 and a 15.
That's fine. Overall, you guys make your way back through. It's a couple hours as you're being stealthy and trying not to run into anything that may still be within these areas that you have not gone through. The biggest concern for you guys is the large marketplace and the hall that you went through that had all of those black puddings in it. As you go through the marketplace, it's quiet. You do start to hear the sounds of that heavy golem start to
Oh, the
walk
giant
towards
golem
you,
thing. Yeah.
but you guys make it past without too much of an issue. You're very quiet in the Hall of the Black Puddings, which is what takes a majority of your time, is to not concern them and make them worry about it. You make your way back to the entrance and out the door and back to the balloon, which is still intact and fine.
It'd be really frustrating if we came this way and it's like, oh, it's destroyed. Fuck y'all. You should have teleported.
It is about sunset at this point. Having no semblance of what time it's been for the past basically 3 days. You guys get into the balloon, I assume, and at this point, the Pegasi kind of look at you and kind of, in a weird way, like bow their heads to you as if in thanks, and then kind of start to look
Before you
expectantly
guys,
off in the distance.
before you guys fly off, if you have a place in mind that's safe where you can go there. We are going back to our, I guess, home. How far away is the vineyard from here?
A day and a half.
It's about a day and a half flight with our craft here. We can offer you protection along the way. Once we're there, we have plenty of fields for you to recover in, so you can get your strength back and then go where you want to.
That's true.
I mean, obviously, we're not going to hurt you. Your friend here still seems like he's in very, very rough shape. So you are both more than welcome to come back and heal with us and get your strength back. Then we will take care of you and then go about your ways. But if you have somewhere else in mind, that is fine as well. Just so you know, the invitation's there.
They both look expectantly towards the south. The one that's more healed is looking at you and kind of listening to you, but the other one is starting to nudge and get impatient. And they give this nod again that kind of gives... They can't speak to you, but you, being someone who's accustomed to the movements of animals, you understand this as being an appreciation, but a want to get home. Kind of like when you get invited to an after party that's like exclusive, but you're like, I'm tired and I kind of want to go back home.
Cool. Before they leave, I don't. So this, I'm going to ask you a question that I don't think you've ever been asked before as a DM. Can horses drink healing potions?
Yes. They are organic
I'm going
creatures.
to give I'm going to give the weaker of the two my last potion of healing.
Okay.
See, you can lead a horse to a healing potion,
But you can't make it drink it.
make it.
But you can't teach it.
It
to
does
fish.
take it and feels slightly better, and they both kind of look at each other and again just kind of nod to themselves. They both do give you a single feather from their wing. What that does for you, you're not sure.
I'm
but
writing
you
that
have
down.
two Pegasus
Writing that
wings,
down.
or two Pegasus feathers.
Cool.
So,
I bow back at them and wave as they fly
they take off
home,
and
I guess.
yeah, fly towards the south, off to some distant area. You guys get in the balloon, again, for sake of brevity, to get to this final point in this arc. Home is a welcome sight after a day and a half. Luckily, not running into the playful stone giants that you ran into on the way down. After a day and a half's travel, you guys have slept well and get a long rest within that time. Xenia, you are very, very anxious to get back home. This is the first time in a very long time that you have had hope. And swiftly, you guys make it back. It is about, if you leave at night, it's a day's travel. It's about midday when you guys make it back. The rain is softly coming down. And the vineyard is fairly bereft of anyone that's really working. Where would you like to do this? And would everyone else like to be present?
I have no reason not to be.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
So what would you like to do?
Do I know how to make the potion, or do I need to go?
There is you were gifted a kind of basically a divine recipe card for this thing.
Okay.
So you need the water from the river or whatever. But if you don't have that, store bought is fine.
Don't worry, Walmart brand's got you. Okay, well,
Walmart brand blood curse potion.
Yeah, I've got the water on me. I just have to get the
Alcohol.
from Kyron's sister.
Sora gives it to you, and she does ask you, would you like a space to do this in? Okay. I can just give me about 15 minutes. The entire room in which Kyron and Sora stay, after about 15 minutes of you guys waiting outside, kind of toe-tapping, the door is open to it, and Sora looks at you and just kind of nods and closes the door behind you. The entire room's been moved, and in the center of this room lies a very large cauldron, already filled with some semblance of water. Not the water that you have, but the base for what this potion is. You gather that she has also read this card and is prepared it so that you are ready for it. With that being said, for the final part of this arc as a whole for you, for Zinnia, I'm going to make this a joint effort between all of you in adding in what you would like in any way, shape, or form to the creation of this very rare and very, very divinely inspired potion. That includes you, Zinnia. You can add any flair or thing that you would want. Just let me know what it is, and I will have you make a roll. As you gather the ingredients and start the process of putting them in, what would you like to do? This is under the rules of my skill check that I told you guys about. So anything that you add, you have to be proficient in. And it can't be used twice.
I'm just giving her a flat +4 at the end.
That's fair.
Oh, I was gonna do some like emotional shit, like some little forget-me-nots, so I never forget. Some little hokey emotional shit.
Okay. You stoke the flames easy enough to do with Rook's help. You gather some bellows out that kind of help the process of it. That'll be the +4 at the end of it that allows that. You're.
I'm going to walk up to the cauldron.
Mhm.
And I'm going to look around at everyone and say, these were given to me, but I think I can pretty soundly say these were a gift for all of us. And I take out one of the Pegasi feather and drop it in the cauldron.
Okay. There's this weird sight that you guys see as it just kind of sits on top of the water. There's no ripple as it touches the water. It is light. And as it does, it kind of glows this bright color. Light kind of fills the cauldron itself and it disappears. Ben, you're proficient in animal handling, right?
Yep.
Make an animal handling check for me.
Can do. Oh, that wasn't bad. 18.
18, okay. You watch as the feather sinks with that glowing nature, and you feel that divine pull of something. You're confused for a second, but you feel like the first part of it is ready to be added in. As you kind of set the space around you, you can make a nature check for me if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
18.
18? Okay. You take the wine that was first gifted, you uncork it, and the smell is brilliant. If you weren't using this for something very important, it'd almost make you want to drink it. But you pour it in and you start the base of this tincture, this potion that you have this card for, and you watch as that glowing essence mixes with the red of the wine and almost gives off this warm fire-like glow. It almost matches the fire that's around that both Gideon and Rook are kind of bellowing into to keep this potion at a specific boiling level. Around you, those flowers start to grow slightly, and all of you kind of feel a sense of meditation in this room. And even though it's important and the anxiety sits in, there's this calmness as you guys kind of stand there. The other two of you, what would you like to do? Brian and Kyron, as you look on.
I could do the last greater restoration. And the blessing of the Raven's healing powers.
All right. So you cast Greater Restoration into this pot. Go ahead and make a religion roll for me, because I think you are proficient in that.
Okay. I am. I think. I may not know. So yes, I am. That's a 24.
24.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. Without issue, you watch as it glows once more, and now slightly accustomed to it, it's still a weird sensation. This is not any potion that you've ever made before. This is a very weird process, and there is a mix of very weird groupings, much like this party. But with the second divine aspect of it, you go, okay, and you take the water that you got on your trip to a place that is the opposite of where you should have gotten it, and you pour it in, and that glow turns into this like faint purple, like almost like what's the word I'm looking for? Pastel purple. It's got that like matte to it. It's very weird, but it has a slight glitter and glow to it. And as you look up, that purplish glow kind of fits into the skin of Brian, and you kind of look around at everyone. And you're just kind of waiting.
I didn't really want to touch it, but
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
I'm just gonna stay in the back, honestly.
Okay.
Just kind of subconsciously, just kind of start humming to myself.
Okay. Make a performance check.
I'll just watch.
So you're not gonna inspire her? That could be a good one.
Make a performance check. I'll count this as an inspiration if you'd like it to.
Yeah, I'll count. I'll inspire through subtle humming. No, I'm using my last luck. That's a shitty roll. Still shitty, but 14's better than 12.
14 is better than 12. It kind of catches you off guard for a second, and the focus starts to shift a little bit, but you manage to kind of assess your beat as you're kind of moving and kind of swirling and stirring whatever this is to the humming and soft sounds that Brian is giving you. And it's calming.
Also, just a note, Brian has not done any musical anything since
Ever.
starting any of this.
Yeah.
So,
It's very off-putting because he's actually pretty good at it, but you've never heard it before. But you watch as it kind of pulses with the beat of that music, and you take the flower, one of them, and you put it in. And there is this bright flash of light as all of you kind of look back from it. Gideon, you're not really being someone who's normally looking into flames. You already have goggles on, and you're just keeping the flames going. But you begin to do it more and more until it glows back down into this almost blood-like crimson. And it creeps you out for a second. But that divine glow is still there and gives you reassurance. I need you to make me a d20 roll. Just roll a d20. Let me know what it is, and you can add 4 to whatever that roll is.
And inspiration?
And the inspiration, if you would like,
So a
which is a
D8 as well.
D8, yes.
14.
14? Okay. You're twirling it around, and you feel that anxiousness just dissipate for a second. And you kind of stop. And all of you kind of stop at the same time as Zinnia. The sound of the wooden or metal ladle as you're spinning around it kind of stops. And all of you kind of stop for a second and look. And it is a cauldron full of this weird, strange liquid. Seemingly complete. You take the ladle and you pour it into a cup. And before you, hopefully, lies the cure to generations and generations of some, now that you know, blood curse that's ailed your family for centuries. What do you do? Just go
Cheers,
for
I
it.
guess.
I mean, cautiously I drink it.
You watch as all of you watch as Zinnia kind of drinks this. It is very smooth. It's very warm as it is just been cooked, but it's also cool. It's like the feeling of when you're drinking like NyQuil, that kind of weird breathy mint-esque that comes off of it. You all kind of stand there. There's not really anything that changes. You don't really feel any change. And then there's this hint of warmth. And you watch as the entire room begins to glow with a point of light coming from Zinnia. You're not moving at all. You just feel this warmth hit you. And you kind of get really, really tired for a second. And you just kind of close your eyes. And you focus. And you see a half-orc woman. And another one. 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 And a long line of women. Who all have their eyes closed. The last one you see standing before you is your mother. And she just looks at you. And there's a tear that goes down her face. She just, in the best way possible that she could, wraps her arms around you. In this ethereal aspect that she is, she whispers to you and just says, "I'm so proud of you." And the next woman comes up and it's your grandmother. She says, "I am too. And this is not your burden to carry anymore. Nor is it anyone's." And you kind of breathe and let the cold, damp air of the bottom of the vineyard sift into your lungs again. And all of you watched as this bright light took over the room, and Zinnia was just this beacon of light for a brief second. And as you come back to your surroundings, you kind of lose your breath for a second and get on the ground. And you guys are worried that it didn't work for a second. You kind of all rush over just to make sure that she's okay. And as you kind of look down and shake your hands and kind of rub your eyes, you look at your hands, and there's not a single dot of white left. And you feel good. Happy. About 15 seconds pass and you get this voice in the back of your head. It's your dad. And he's just kind of in this state of laugh crying, and he goes, I don't know what you did, but good job. I'm excited for you to come home. We've got some celebrating to do. I'll have it prepared for when you get here. And that's it. As you all kind of stand there in the midst of this, the cauldron now seemingly losing some of its luster, having the magic used by whatever this essence is. You sit around Zinnia, and around this fire and warmth. And it's odd. For the first time in a while, it feels like you've actually completed something. Like you've done something to change something. And you all kind of look at each other and you just start laughing.
So it's time for a vacation, right? Anybody know any good spots?
Reem?
God, no.
It is.
I think.
We've
Uh,
got to get
I
Zinnia back to
I think.
Lantern, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I think we've got an island to go to.
It is springtime, and the Forest of Flowers is beautiful in the spring.
You guys
I'm
give me
down
ideas.
for seeing some flowers.
mean, yeah, I don't really feel like we're done until we've delivered you safely back there, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely not done yet.
I'd agree with that.
Right.
But before we do any of that, I think we've earned a couple days off at least.
We need to take a big old nap.
Sora kind of is peeking through the door and going, "That you have."
Now that I'm healed, I gotta go fix all of my plants upstairs.
They've been taken care of.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'd like to join you on this vacation. I don't think
Oh?
I've been to your village, so you might have to help me just a bit. But I can get us there. Whenever you're ready.
Oh
Takes
my
I've
God.
never
Oh
been
my
on
God.
vacation with
Oh my
you.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're gonna ride a dragon. We're gonna ride a dragon. Oh my God.
I
Oh
don't
my
think
God.
it's gonna
No,
be
I
exactly like that. I don't
thinking
think it's gonna be
It's not.
It's okay, my brain went
not
dragon
gonna
too.
be riding on a dragon. It's not. No,
Is it
like
I'm
the
not
end
gonna just rent out my sibling like that.
No, Gideon, I am quite happy you understand the arcane more than some of the people in here. Let me know when you're ready.
Asher still doesn't get it. He still thinks we're riding a dragon, and he is pumped.
That's my sister you're talking about. Shh, stop.
What do you guys want to do
Talk about
over the
riding a
next?
dragon.
How long do you want to take before you take this trip?
Let's
Like
just
at
get
least
some
a day.
Okay.
I have,
Yeah, just
I
like
have
a
thing.
couple days.
I have a thing that I need to make in my workshop that is different from what I've been working
Okay.
on.
There's
Well,
a
then-
couple things I want to do. I want to try and commune with the thing in my head. I also want to take time with Chiron to destroy that plate.
Yeah.
I have dispel magic that I can throw towards that.
You guys can take time for that. But I think that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. And that being said, that's where we're going to end this campaign on stream. With a beautiful, wonderful ending of an arc. Make sure I get this back up because my computer died.
Uh-oh.
If I die, I just... Alright, well...
Uh-oh. Right as you go to sit down.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, thank you for those of you who joined us tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you for sitting through the non-braked version of an intense boss battle with frustration and fun double bullshit. We appreciate you following us along on this journey. It was always meant to be just a stepping stone for the stream. And we are going to get back to our roots and enjoy playing together as friends, which if you haven't played D&D before, that's what it's all about. It's making sure that the people around you and your best friends are having a good time. Try it out. It's fun, whether you're a DM or you're a player. It's an awesome time, and I promise you, to those of you who want to know what goes on, you will absolutely know what goes on, because this small peacetime is not going to last. But it will be enjoyed. And much like life, there are going to be times where there are peaceful times and there are times of turmoil. But know that there are always times of peace after that. If I know one thing for sure, time is a fucking circle. So, that being said, thank you for joining us tonight. Please follow the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe if you have the ability to. Don't forget to resubscribe if you have Twitch Prime. Be sure to join us on Thursday as Chris and I paint something. Who knows? Have a wonderful night. Try to enjoy adventure as much as you can, no matter where it comes from or what it is. And yeah, if you want to keep in touch, socials. If you want to figure out what's going on in game, I'm going to be posting brief synopsis on our Discord and this channel. So again, thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope to see you at some point in the future with something new, and good night. Bye.
Good
Good night. Good night.